bad bitch all of my goals. Flooded both my wrists, yeah, nigga, I do the most. Put some bread on your head, nigga, killers gon' have a toast. I be doing the most, yeah, I be doing the most. Hey, what's going on? This is D-Most from Doing D-Most Podcast, and I'm here with another episode. And guess what? I brought my friends with me. We have, like always, my guy John.
What it do, baby?
And this person with
the freshly defeated Brazil.
Why'd you have to do? Why?
That hurts.
Why, John?
Just rip off the Band-Aid. Just gotta get it over with.
Nah, man. It's like they say, it's too soon. It's too soon.
I mean, it's better to attack it now than to wait till later. So, let's just get straight to it.
So we have my guy, Branly. What it do, baby?
Yes.
And we are here to talk about wrestling. And a lot has been going on, John. I haven't seen you in like 18 years, bro.
Yeah, it certainly does feel like it, and a lot of it has gone on. But let's just focus on the important. And the first thing we're going to do to get it out of the way, let's talk about All Elite Wrestling's marathon stupid fucking show that they had this past Sunday. And I only call it that because it was 17 fucking hours. I felt like I was living that SpongeBob meme. 3 hours later. But I will say this: Forbidden Door is probably one of my favorite events that they do because it gives the wrestling fans who might not be too familiar with a lot of the international superstars who come from CMLL, New Japan Pro Wrestling, or in this case, even Stardom that was involved with this year's edition of Forbidden Door, more access to international talent, make them go, ooh, this person rocks. Right. This chick kicks ass. I got to learn more about them. So that's one of the brilliant concepts behind the Forbidden Door concept. And I'll start with somebody that I didn't know anything about. Part of the pre-show matches, as Daniel Garcia was representing the Death Riders, going one-on-one with a man from New Japan Pro Wrestling from a faction called Unbound Company. His name is Thrilla Malone. Very talented. Yeah. I knew nothing about him. I had never heard the name before. I went into that match blind, not knowing what to expect, other than what I know from Garcia and his new role as a Death Rider. And it was a very entertaining match, very good match. Thriller got the dub there, but it was something, it was a pre-show match, kind of a little teaser for the fans to whet their appetite for what was to come next. And we had a qualifying match for the Women's Survival of the Fittest, which was a tournament that was a qualifying match to get in, one of 6 women to qualify, and it was for the vacant TBS Championship, and it was Micah from Stardom in a very good match, very entertaining match, taking out Sky Blue from the Triangle of Madness. And then the first championship match of the evening as the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship was on the line as Olympia and Thunder Rosa, representing both CMLL and AEW, were defeated by the reigning and defending Women's World Tag Team Champions of AEW, the Divine Dominion, and in my humble little opinion, it was not even close.
Well,
only because, as they pointed out repeatedly throughout the match, it was the first time ever teaming up between Olympia and Thunder Rosa. They at times had nice moments as a team, but you could definitely see there was no tag team continuity, no tag team cohesiveness. The champions just were very dominant, and they wound up retaining. And it was a good way to, as I said, whet the appetite for the main show, which kicked off with a triple threat tag team match. Oh, my dear Lord in heaven. If you like high flyer, if you like super kicks, then you're in for a super kick party.
Nice.
As it was the Young Bucks defeating El Sky team. Both names I do not have written in front of me. I apologize. Representing CMLL and Unbound Company from New Japan Pro Wrestling, who were Titan and Shingo Takagi, and that blew my mind when I saw Shingo come out. I'm like, bro, I remember when this guy was working for New Japan Pro Wrestling and under the Ring of Honor banner back in like literally 18, 20 years ago, and Shingo is still going strong. He is a beast and a monster and a heavy hitter, and it was an amazing tag team high-flying match that was ultimately won by the Young Bucks. Just chef's kiss. Great opening match. A lot of action. Something to make sure the fans had an interest in, and they had an interest.
Nice.
Speaking of fans, the fans got a little taste of the goodness that was going to come from this show, even though it was long as fuck. As it was one-on-one, two men who have a huge history with each other, mainly over New Japan Pro Wrestling. They do have a couple of encounters in AEW here in the United States, but it was Kenny Omega one-on-one with Zack Sabre Jr. And if you do not know anything about Zack Sabre Jr., but you've heard the name, I please beg you, hop online, go to YouTube, Google his name, find the matches. He is probably, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this generation, your generation's version of Bret Hart. Wow. Bret Hart back in the day was mechanically so very sound in the ring.
Whoa.
He could wrestle you practically out of your boots.
Whoa.
Zack Sabre Jr. is the exact same way, if not to an even nth degree. Zack and Kenny absolutely just smacked, kicked, punched, suplexed the shit out of each other. And ultimately, it was Kenny Omega, after 3 failed attempts, hitting the one-winged angel to put down Zack Sabre Jr. and get a very decisive victory. The first formal pay-per-view listing championship match of the evening was Jon Moxley, the leader of the Death Rider, successfully retaining the AEW Continental Championship against the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito. Bandito, another very talented wrestler who previously got a major push in AEW when he's part of a tag team with Brody King, and they were at one point even the World Tag Team Champions. Those of you who aren't familiar with the Continental Championship tournament or how the rules of that match are, it's very simple. 1 fall, 20-minute time limit, managers, seconds, valets, your boy's best friend, his cousin's mother's best friend's baby daddy. They're not allowed at ringside. It's literally mano y mano, the 2 participants in the match, one-on-one, 20-minute time limit. Great match. Bandito continued to show how deceptively strong he is. I think Bandito's maybe 5'9", 5'11", in that ballpark. Moxley had a couple inches on him in height, but he is so deceptively powerful. One of his featured maneuvers is literally a military press slam with one hand.
Wow.
Granted, his opponent is bracing himself on his shoulders, but still to be able to support a human body with one hand, deceptively impressive.
That's impressive.
But Moxley went for his bulldog choke finisher. Bandito fought out of it, got up to a standing vertical base, and tried to fall backwards in an electric chair type maneuver to cause a separation. And all it did was force Moxley into the full body vice, tightening the bulldog choke and forcing Bandito to tap out. But the one thing that we have learned from Moxley in his numerous successful retentions of the Continental Championship is he learns to gain the respect of the man that's opposite him in the ring, and that was shown as both men shook hands after the match. Moxley earning the respect, or I should say Bandito earning the respect of the leader of the Death Riders. Please.
Can I interrupt?
Absolutely.
So I've heard Moxley's a free agent. That's all I'm saying.
There are rumblings going out that Moxley's contract is potentially running out shortly. I have not heard anything to that nature. I saw something online that Moxley's contract might be done in less than a month, and that he's going to be the guest referee at SummerSlam.
Right.
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
First off, even if his contract was ending that soon, I would have to think Tony Khan is smart enough to have a 90-day no-compete clause like WWE and most companies out there have. So he wouldn't, even if that was true, he wouldn't be able to appear. I definitely don't think Moxley's contract is under any shape, way, or form of not being re-signed when they try to offer him a renewal.
We're talking about Triple H era here, though. I mean, like Vince McMahon era versus Triple H era.
Listen,
a lot of things can happen
if Triple H can find a way to bridge the
will.
hatred
If he really wants to, he will.
Hold on, that Bruno Sammartino used to have for WWE, and bring him back into the family, and then subsequently get him inducted at the Hall of Fame, can bring back the voice of the voiceless, Captain Pipe Bomb himself, CM Punk, the man who swore on a stack of Bibles he would never, ever, ever return to WWE.
And look what Triple H did.
And
brought him back.
I'm not saying Moxley
put a belt on him as well.
Moxley would never return to WWE, but I'm saying in this moment in time, no. It's just I don't foresee it happening.
If CM Punk could come back,
oh yeah, I'm not saying he's not, but just right in this exact time frame, nah, it's not.
It makes sense. But okay, not to cut you off.
Yeah, no.
I just wanted to put that in the air.
I can see John Moxley coming back to WWE. One, because like you said, well, we'll talk about that later possibly, or we could bring it up now, but you were saying like Seth probably doesn't have that much longer in WWE. He probably has like 3 years. So imagine bringing the Shield back and have them have the little weird feud for like, let's say, a good 3 months. That'd be entertaining.
Something. It you need that moment amongst brothers. Like they all came in together.
Yeah.
They're all getting older.
Yeah.
You know what? I know I'm on my way out.
Mm-hmm.
I know I don't have too much longer. Let's make this a magical moment.
If they do wind up doing something where Moxley returns and Seth and Roman are involved, I cannot, for any fathomable reason, see Roman rejoining or forming the Shield.
Well, no, we're not.
But
saying
I
we're
can
going
most
to
definitely
Shield.
see.
We're not rejoining.
We're just.
But
just
you know what?
triple threat.
You know what?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
It's
funny
just a
that you
few.
say that because before I came here, me and my brother, we were watching clips of the Shawn Michaels and Undertaker clip, the WrestleMania when the first one, when they went against each
24.
other.
Okay.
24. And it was just like that magical moment. I feel like Roman, Seth, they're trying to create that moment with one another, because if you come together with your brothers and then okay, understandable, you go your separate ways because things happen. But if you can come together and make that one magical moment,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I think
Like I said, I definitely foresee down the road. I would say even like I said, I don't know exactly how long Moxley's contract is. I don't know if that information is.
They said it.
readily available.
They said it's done soon,
Coming up
very soon.
I would probably think Mox would resign, but I would think he would probably take a shorter deal because I think AEW mostly tries to lock their guys in for like 5-year deals.
Right.
So Mox probably would pitch the idea of doing 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a chance to also spend more time as his daughter's getting a little older.
Right.
So if that is the case, his 3 years in AEW run out. Decides not to renew. Not his no compete clause is activated. When he returns, then it's a question of first off, is Seth and Roman still going to be there? Of the two of them, I think Seth will possibly not be there.
Oh,
I don't foresee.
Seth is the guy.
I don't think Seth. I mean, if you saw the segment that they had on Monday Night Raw this past week, when he challenged him for the World Heavyweight Championship,
I've seen it.
Seth spoke nothing but gospel. The
Truth,
end is
though.
a lot closer than our beginning, and between the two of them, and G and I were talking about this even before we went on the air. Roman, God bless him, his luck, has never had any major injuries that he's had to deal with.
For sure.
Obviously,
For sure.
the leukemia is one thing, and that's a whole different other beast.
That's a big.
Yeah, that's a whole different other beast.
right,
But as far as in-ring injuries, he's never really had anything major. Tweaking here, rolled ankle here, that's one thing.
Right,
But Seth, we're talking shoulder surgery, multiple knee surgeries, his back. I'm
Right.
sure his ankles are 8 kinds of screwed up as well.
Right.
So
Right.
I probably could see Seth going maybe another 3-5 years at the most, and 5
For sure.
is a
I agree.
long way
I
off.
agree with you. I agree
But
with you.
the idea of a triple threat between the Shield.
No, I'm not
I-
saying a triple threat. I'm just saying like Moxley has to be involved some way, somehow, because he brought up the Shield. WrestleMania when Roman and when Seth came out, They played the Shield music and all that. Like I feel like it's like
Oh,
symbolic.
listen, it's not just symbolic about that. It's just a fact. That was when he played the Shield's entrance.
And Roman.
You saw Roman's face. He's
like,
this motherfucker.
He's like,
and
whoa.
not just that, he came out in Shield
outfit.
gear. He came out in the gear
with the blonde hair and everything.
That was just a whole mind fuck.
But Triple H,
that was just a huge whole mind fuck for Roman in the moment for Seth's character to get even more of an advantage. And you saw what the end result was. Roman was so pissed off at how he tugged at the heartstrings. He put him in a rear naked choke. Seth got the ropes, and he didn't break the hold.
Right,
and he got DQ'd.
Right.
Another loss to Seth Rollins, as he brought up in the promo.
Right.
I'm not saying I
mean, we could go on.
We could be. Yeah,
but
I
just.
But at the end of the day, is it potential? Is there potential for that to happen? Of course there is. Will it happen?
I hope. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It has to happen. It has to happen. But you can proceed. You can proceed.
Moving on. We're still more Forbidden Door because by this point in the show, we were barely an hour and a half into the show.
Yes, sir.
God
sir.
damn
This show started at 7 p.m. with the pre-show and went off the air at a little after 12:30.
Jesus. Ooh.
Jesus Christ, Tony. Some of those matches could have been an email.
This is AEW.
That's all I'm saying. This is AEW.
AEW.
It could have been an email. Absolutely. Yeah, AEW this past, so rough, so fun to watch though. I'm gonna butcher this man's name. I will apologize now, and I will apologize to the land of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I will apologize to his fans. But it was Shibata Umino defeating Pac to retain the IWGP Global Championship. I believe this was a championship that was rebranded as the Global Championship. I think it used to be known as the the IWGP International Championship. I'm unfamiliar with the title histories with IWGP, but I know it is a fairly newish name for this title. But if you know anything about Pac, and if you know anything about Umino, these guys were hard hitting. It kicks, strikes. It was, again, another chef's kiss. If you like that strong style type of match, amazing match. Pac looked very strong in defeat, but Umino remaining still the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. Now, in a match that had a lot of personal rivalry involved with it, it was the reigning and defending AEW Women's World Champion Tekla defeating Silver King, I believe her name. I only wrote initials for her name, and I apologize. I should wrote her whole character name out. Representing Stardom to retain the AEW Women's World Championship. There has been a very well-documented backstory involving Tekla and the Stardom promotion, as well as the Stardom promoter. Very famously, I don't even know if it was for shoot or for story purposes, but legitimately, Tekla was fired by Stardom for attacking their promoter, and she absolutely just embarrassed the heck out of him in Japan. And he was ringside. Tekla retaining the championship, and after the match, she ripped off the mask of her challenger and literally walked around, carrying it on her face. She spit in the mask. What? She pie-faced the owner of the owner and promoter for Stardom, who was sitting at ringside. It's just so bad, so much drama. But if you know the story between Tekla and Stardom, then you ate it all up and you loved every moment of it. Tekla continuing her dominant run as the AEW Women's World Champion, and I got to be honest, you look over that AEW roster right now, I don't see anybody beating her. The only person who probably could come close, but she'd have to work her way back up into contention because she's coming back from an injury, is Willow. Okay. Willow Nightingale, she's just she's the epitome of. Remember when everybody hated Super Cena and Babyface Cena and how much he kissed babies and hugged children and everybody ultimately learned to hate him for it? That's who she is, but she's just a much more lovable person. Much more lovable. Everybody loves her power because at the same time she knows that when she needs to, she can kind of flip a switch and go into like her little dark side, and she can kind of go hardcore. She can go that type of matches, and the fans really do respond to Willow Nightingale in that fashion. So I think if there's anybody right now on the AEW roster who could take the title from her, it's from Tekla. I think it could be Willow. We'll just see where her character goes, because I do know she probably would want to get her TBS championship back because she had to vacate it due to injury, and we'll touch on that a little later.
Yeah.
It was a battle of generations, as it was the Dogs, Clark Connor and David Finlay Jr. challenging unsuccessfully Cope and Christian for the AEW Men's World Tag Team Championship. Great match. Cope and Christian showing new levels of tag team continuity, because they're on the much older side of their career. They're on their twilight run.
Yeah.
So a lot of their stuff that they did in the 90s and early 2000s, they can't do as well. So they create new moves.
I don't think they was around in the 90s, but
they was late 90s.
No,
Late
no,
90s.
no.
No, they came late 90s.
98.
Yeah. Christian's late.
But again, great match. However, the surprise of all surprises was the arrival and the return after 460 plus days
Damn,
on
nigga,
the
you
shelf.
Calculated?
This was talked about in a promo on AEW Wednesday. The return of the Switchblade. Switchblade Jay White returning to All Elite Wrestling after being on the shelf for 460 plus days with an injury and rehab and complications and all kind of stuff, reuniting with the Bang Bang Gang. It was just great to see him back, and he has a personal beef with the Dogs from their time when they were in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Connors and Finlay shocked among everybody else in the audience that saw the return of the Switchblade.
Nice.
Jay White hit the Blade Runner, assisting Copeland, in scoring the
Copeland.
That's the
so
spear.
weird.
It is very weird. Copeland is Edge. It's just Edge.
Copeland.
Helping Edge score the spear and the 3 count to retain the AEW World Tag Team Championship. And as we heard the following Wednesday, about a week ago, Finlay and Connors are on the target of Jay White. They want to continue this feud from when they were all in New Japan and members of the Bullet Club. This one is going to be one to keep their eyes on for the next several weeks. Now, it is the first of our triple main event for Forbidden Door, the finals of the Owen Hart Women's Tournament, as it was Mercedes Moné becoming the first woman to go back-to-back, winning 2 consecutive Owen Hart Tournament finals,
We expected
defeating
We expected
Maya
that.
World. Yes, but there was
that.
a great backstory with her challenge with her opponent, Maya World. Maya World being a substitute for someone who was injured in the tournament and couldn't continue, and literally got the call to be the sub in. Literally a week and a half removed from the sudden and very tragic passing of her brother. The reason she became a pro wrestling fan, the reason she got into the business, and she fought with so much heart. And I will say this: I also credit AEW production. Unfortunately, the gear that Maya had did not work correctly. It was basically something that was tied off the back of her neck, and they just tried several times with a wide angle to try to not have her on camera where they were trying to fix her gear. The referee tried to help her with it, the other ringside members, and Maya, listen, God bless her, she fought, because Maya's not exactly a small-chested woman, but she was able to keep her composure with the gear that she did have on, and she put on a spectacular match. I mean, I think she's only been in the business a few years when she and her tag team partner, I don't remember her name off the top of my head, were signed by All Elite Wrestling.
Right.
And Maya just made a great showing for herself. She looked very strong against Mercedes, and Mercedes wound up winning with a reversal of a backdrop driver into the moneymaker, the bank statement, as it used to be known. And it was the third time Maya had been stuck in the bank statement, and Maya unfortunately had to tap out. And with the win, Mercedes Moné has now earned one half of the main event for the AEW Women's World Championship at All In London at the end of August. The question is, will Tekla still be the AEW Women's World Champion at that time?
No.
We'll find out.
He said no.
No.
We'll find out. I mean, it would be
talking
interesting. I mean, Mercedes, her character, even though she's still kind of heelish tendencies, she kind of seems to be going in a tweener kind of role. Not really, kind of. Tekla is just an out and out, gives zero Fs about everything and anything. So I wouldn't be surprised if they still book the match with Tekla,
Right.
and as a result, Mercedes gets the face style pop
Right.
in London at Wembley Stadium against Tekla, and do they finally pull the trigger? And is Mercedes going to be the one to knock off Tekla in August at All in London? We'll find out.
It's Mercedes we're talking about, though.
This is true. This is Mercedes. This is the CEO.
You got to build up.
This is the CEO we're talking about. Now, they had a special name for it, and I apologize I didn't write down the name. They had a 12-man match.
Oh.
Yeah.
Team MJF versus Team Briscoe. Yeah, too many men to write names about.
Yes, it was a lot.
But it was Team MJF, Team Briscoe. The stipulation was if Team Briscoe defeated Team MJF, Mark Briscoe would earn an opportunity to challenge MJF for the AEW World Championship.
What's the AEW?
AEW?
Yeah.
All Elite Wrestling?
Yeah.
What is it?
No, I said we're still in AEW.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we still
We're
talking
still
about
in
that
Forbidden
same
Door.
night.
I got two more matches, bro.
Okay. Listen, I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
I
this
just
is
want to
fine.
make sure.
We're still in AEW.
You know what I mean?
By this point, we're it's about a quarter to 11 at this
Yeah.
point in the show.
Yep.
The ring that they had designed, it was a cage that was lowered around the ring. I guess it will say
I
it was
seen
their
that. I
version
did see
of
that.
Hell in a Cell.
I did see that.
It was a circular ring, very cool design. They did do a couple of spots from the top of the cage. There was one spot, so it was. I'm fairly sure it was Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly.
Looking at the matches.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the guy who used to be Sting's partner, Darby Allin, and insert person number 6 here. Him, I don't remember. I apologize.
That's fair.
But there was a spot where, and all the guys came with backpacks, and the reason they all came to the ring in backpacks, the conglomeration, Orange, Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly are the current AEW Trios champions. So they had their belts with them. Plus, they had all of their weapons and plunder and thumbtacks and all the rest of their stuff in the backpacks.
Yeah.
At some point, somebody climbed to the top of the cage at the beginning and left their backpack up there. And made all the rest of our fans, why is that backpack up there?
Scratch their
You would
heads.
find out. Kevin Knight would climb to the top of the cage, realizing, let me grab this backpack, and I'm going to bring the weapon in. The minute he went to grab it, it set up a booby trap, sparks flying. It was a somewhat of a loud explosion, loud enough that it sent poor Kevin Knight, the AEW TNT champion, crashing to the floor through 2 tables.
Oh.
Spectacular spot.
Yeah.
Absolutely spectacular to see, because they did it right. They did it on a wide angle, so when the backpack exploded, you got the wide angle shot, and then him stumbling and bumbling and falling backwards and eating the table spot. The only bad thing is they didn't have somebody at the tables to see the impact. You got the impact from across the ring, but still highly effective, impactful, great spot.
May I cut you
Absolutely.
off for a second? Since you said it was such a great spot, where would you rank it in your all-time spots of all time? Since you said it was such
You're
a
gonna put me on the
no,
spot
because you
about
said
the
it.
spot.
No, because you said it was a great spot. So therefore, I
John
want
loves to say
I
great.
want to. But
I would. I mean,
like
I would.
people have different definition of what great means.
I would-
Like, I have a different definition. You have a different definition.
No, I get it.
He has a different.
I would
definition.
probably.
He said great.
If I had,
I
if
want to see
if
what
I
he
have
means
to
by
make
great.
a list, I would probably put it in top 10. Not necessarily the top 5, but I would definitely. I would definitely put it in a top 10 because it was a
Top
great
10?
visual. You really didn't expect it.
That's fair. That's
and,
fair.
and just it was a cool spot.
All right, can I ask you one question?
Yes.
Is it
Please
the-
don't ask me what my number 1 is.
No, I'm not.
Because I can tell you right now. That I can tell you right now.
I'm not going to do that.
Thank you for not
but
putting me
as
on the
far
spot.
as spots, because I don't know what your 10 is, and we can't get into all that because of time limit and all that. But
There
I'm
ain't
just
no
gonna
time
ask.
limit. We here.
That was gonna make me think, and too many matches.
I just want to ask you, look, is yay or nay? The Mankind spot when he jumped off the cage when he was going against Undertaker. Is it close to that?
No.
All right, cool.
First off,
what?
First off, I'm going to correct your verbiage there. Mankind did not jump. He was thrown. He was physically heaved like a stack of potatoes off the top of the Hell in a Cell and landed through the Spanish broadcast table.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So now,
But
it's
I'll tell you right now, that's my number one spot.
That's number
There is
one.
Nothing
all right,
beating that.
whoa.
That is
So I was gonna ask
nothing
you-
beating that.
All right.
Wait. So when Rikishi fell from the top of the cage onto the back of the farmer's pickup truck.
No. Mankind.
That's in the bottom 10.
Wow, the bottom?
No
Yeah,
matter.
it's like 6, somewhere between 6 and 9.
Why?
Easily. Because it was like.
Because he
like,
wasn't thrown
It
off?
was cheesy. It was cheesy.
First off, there's a giant truck parked at ringside.
Right.
Yeah.
Full of hay.
Yeah, and then you throw him
Rikishi
off, and
is
he's like, oh.
Shoved
It was
off.
cheesy.
And
Okay.
he just flops backwards. First off,
cheesy.
the fall in and of itself is very impressive because it's from the top of the Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
But we're
It was
talking about
cheesy.
him landing.
Can we be honest? It was
Landing in a
cheesy.
truck that's already about 3 feet off the ground, so he's not exactly hitting the ground like Foley did.
Wait, Foley he landed on a
Foley-
table. That's
And
about
on the
5 to
floor.
6.
Off
But
the
that's
cage.
after. But the point is, you had the
You know how many tooth he lost after that?
yeah,
He
but
lost 3 tooth.
off
after
that one after
spot.
that,
Yes.
I thought he just lost teeth.
No, he lost 1 in that one, and then when he went
I thought it
through,
was 3.
he lost 3 in the match. He lost the first
3
one.
in the match.
He lost the first one in that spot, and then when he was chokeslammed from the roof through the panel, which was not supposed to give,
It wasn't supposed to give.
when he landed as he fell, his
broke
arm
through.
flipped. His arm flipped, caught the legs of the chair that was on the Hell in a Cell roof, and that came crashing down and smacked him in the mouth, and that knocked out the other 2.
That's number
What
one.
the
There's nothing
there's
to talk
no-
about.
yeah, Mick
There's
Foley's spots
nothing to talk
in
about.
that Hell in a Cell is.
And then wait, Shane McMahon is number 2. But all right, we can keep going.
from the Hell in a Cell or King of the Ring.
We go either or. Honestly, see,
Yeah,
you
we
on
could
my
debate
same.
that. We could
You're
debate-
on my same wavelength.
Yeah, we could debate
But
the
we can go ahead.
That
But
may
sorry,
that will be a
That'd
future
be
podcast.
that's what I said.
conversation.
We gotta ask that in the
We're
future.
gonna
Make
have
sure
to
I
do
get
our
my
niggas
homework,
think.
Make sure I come back for
and
that
we'll do
one.
our
You
homework
gotta
for that
make
one.
sure you pull up.
But so
You
yes,
gotta invite me.
but getting back, it was
You invited.
the main reason that
Yeah, I
Team
hear that,
Briscoe
right?
got the big dub in the cage is because of the actions of one man.
One
who had
man.
3-word question for you.
3.
How you know? How you know? It was the actions of Andrade El Idolo. So sick and tired of being ignored and pushed to the side by the Don Callis family in his attempt to just earn the chance to become AEW World Champion because he believes in his heart of heart that he can beat MJF, and he's tired of MJF hiding and ducking and being basically a bitch champion.
How you know?
So how I know? Andrade El Idolo KOs
Oh,
MJF with his spinning back elbow finishing maneuver. Proceeds to then rip off the stupid T-shirt that every member of the Don Callis MJF team had, and then ripped off the dress shirt that because he always dressed to the 9, very much like Cesaro did back in the day in WWE.
Right,
When he had
right.
that rip-away suit. And he had it showed a T-shirt, and he just tugged down on the T-shirt, and the T-shirt said, "Fuck MJF,
Wow.
fuck Don Callis."
Wow.
That's how you know. This
Okay.
is the new catchphrase of
Yes, man.
Andrade El Idolo.
That's how you know.
So yeah, Andrade El Idolo now number 1 with a bullet, fully excommunicated from the Don Callis family, as was seen this past Wednesday night on Dynamite. But it was his actions which led to Mark Briscoe hitting the J Driller and securing the win, earning an opportunity at the All Elite World Championship that occurred this past Wednesday night. And unfortunately, Mark came up unsuccessful in his bid and was repeatedly attacked by MJF following the match to give him a storyline out to just heal up. Mark's just been busting his hump for the last several months. God bless him. I'm a huge Mark Briscoe fan. I was a big fan of the Briscoes when they were a team, when his brother Jay was alive. God rest his soul.
Rest in peace.
One match left.
There you go.
Only one match left. By this point, now it's about 10 minutes to 12 because the following contest, one fall to a finish, is the finals of the men's Owen Hart tournament, where the winner goes to All in London to challenge for the AEW World Championship. And it was Will Ospreay defeating Swerve Strickland in probably one of the most fantastic one-on-one matches between these two that I have seen in a very, very long time. Yes, sir.
Does Will deserve it?
Yes, based on the story of his character, coming back from where he legitimately needed neck fusion surgery,
Right.
came back. Storyline purposes, he wound up being adopted by John Moxley and the Death Riders to help him become a better version of himself.
Right.
Find a more darker side to his character,
Right.
and we have seen over the last several weeks leading up to the finals, he definitely has been a little bit of a darker edge to himself. Not like he's doing a heel turn,
Right,
but definitely a darker
right,
edge.
right.
And absolutely, 100%, Ospreay has earned it. If you don't know Will Ospreay, as I say every time I talk about him, Google it, YouTube it. He is absolutely spectacular. I'll even go so far as saying he is phenomenal. Yes.
Does he win?
Whoa.
I believe the way the story is going, I can't see Will Ospreay not leaving London, his home country, because he's looking to make history. He wants to be, because no English-born wrestler has ever worn a world championship on British soil. There have been British world champions, and they've never been crowned in the land of Britain.
But isn't that like kind of like you can see like what's going to happen?
The writing's on the
and no.
You don't want to always predict.
Yes and no, and here's why I give the yes and no. Yes, it
Okay.
does. It is a little obvious that Will is going to more than likely win in London in front of 95,000 of his countrymen
Right.
at Wembley Stadium.
Right.
But the question now is, who's he challenging? Because as of this writing, as of this verbalization, the current reigning and defending AEW World Champion is everybody's unfavorite scumbag, Maxwell. He quotes it himself. He calls himself a scumbag, and the fans chanted it too when he was a good guy. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the reigning 3-time AEW World Champion, MJF. But here's the caveat. Thanks to his victory over Zack Sabre Jr. this past Wednesday night on Dynamite, Kenny said, "Hey, you know what? I want to step up. I want a shot at you in the World Championship before anything else, because you know what? I deserve it. I'm Kenny Omega. I'm the cleaner. I'm the standard. Blah blah blah." Maxwell got an idea in that silly little Hebrew brain of his. Again, his words.
Okay.
You can have your title shot there, Kenny, on one condition.
One condition.
If you lose, you can never challenge for the AEW World Championship again, no matter who has it or how many times it changes hand. He did that to Hangman Adam Page. Hangman lost a match to MJF and can never challenge
Adam Page. Is that?
Hangman.
Okay.
Wow, that's crazy.
Cody Rhodes lost a match to MJF and can no longer challenge for the AEW World Championship, which means if he wanted to, after Cody's done in WWE, if he wanted it for shits and giggles to go back to AEW, he could never challenge.
Cody
for the World
would
Championship.
never. Cody is face.
Yeah.
Cody would never.
Ever.
Cody is face
Yeah, he'll never go back.
of WWE.
So that
He's
is the
face.
that. Yeah, well, he's
trying to be
QB1.
He's trying to be John Cena.
Yeah.
but-
So that's where this intangible goes. Do they give MJF another feather in his cap? Does he get another major name taken out of the ability to challenge for the AEW World Championship by beating Kenny Omega? Or does Kenny Omega break that streak? Does he become world champion? And then we get every wrestling fan's dream match, Kenny Omega defending the world championship against Will Ospreay in London. I would welcome your...
You gotta go with the bad guy. You always gotta go with the bad guy.
Wow.
You always have to go with the bad guy, especially in wrestling.
Actually, you don't.
You do.
If the storyline is there, and it's already been documented that it has been done when you got a good guy and a good guy going for a world championship.
Right. How often do we have that though? A good
that's
guy and a
just
good
it.
guy. How often? We had The Rock and Stone Cold. That's the only time we had a good guy and a good guy.
Two faces don't
Name
work.
another time.
WrestleMania 6.
Who? I see. I'm not of
said
that
WrestleMania
era.
6. That was
You're
like
a little
1966.
old.
Hogan and Warrior. It was billed as the ultimate challenge.
And look what look what happened. Look what happened.
I hate
the
that.
Ultimate
That
Warrior
was
became
the
the
worst
WWE
match.
champion, and at the same time retained the Intercontinental Championship because it was champion versus champion, title for title, winner takes all.
I see. You're before my time. I'm only speaking for my time, my generation. We had Austin. We had Rock.
Yeah, Austin and Rock at WrestleMania. Yeah,
That's it.
Hold on, but that's not how the match ended.
No, the match ended because Stone Cold was like, "Yo, I'm done." Because of
Wait, are you
injuries.
talking when Austin retired from wrestling,
Yes.
or when he won the world championship?
No, I'm talking about when he retired. Like Austin was at an all-time high when he was injured. He was
Yes.
no matter what time we're talking of Austin was always at an all-time high. No matter what, we can sit here. We can say who's the greatest wrestler of all time. It's either going to say Hulk Hogan or you're going to say Stone Cold.
What?
It's
That's crazy. Where's The Rock at?
The Rock is not nowhere close.
What?
Nowhere
The
close.
Rock?
Greatest of all time.
Nowhere
Yes,
close.
I think
the
The
Rock
Rock-
is nowhere close. We're not doing this right now. We're not doing this right now. As your all-time favorite, okay. That's a
Okay,
different
I get
thing.
what you're saying. Okay.
But as Austin is not in my top 5.
Let me-
But
all
I
right,
respect him so much that you just have to be like, yeah, he's that because of what he did, how he impacted the business, what he
Yes.
did for the business. He didn't wrestle for like 2, 3, 4 years,
Yeah, you did. Okay.
and
now-
he was still the guy.
How about this? You're right. I get that part. But then look at The Rock. He was so big, and since we were talking about impact and the way he does for the business, his name was so big that they made a catchphrase called SmackDown, and they actually made it a show that they still have to this day.
It
Which
actually
is fair.
and wound up
But
in
you-
Webster's dictionary too.
It's in the dictionary.
But you know what happened though?
What happened?
Stone Cold was so big
Uh-huh.
that they was like, all right, we need to figure out something for The Rock. He's good as well, but he's not as good as Stone Cold. So wait. Let's figure out another way we can get this. So it's 1A and it's 1B.
Okay.
All right, let's try to figure out a way we can get 1B going. All right, let's create another show because it's clear that Raw was 100% Stone Cold. There's no debate.
Yes.
No debate. All right, cool. You know what? Let's try to get another way we can try to get this guy a way to show himself.
Nah.
No. Wait. Let me
I'll
finish,
still
let me
listen. I
finish.
don't believe it.
The
but
Rock came. The Rock did what he was supposed to do.
Okay.
The Rock did what The Rock was as a 1B character. He did everything he was supposed to do.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you have a show that's like you did another show just so the second guy can prevail. Versus the first show where it's Stone Cold, you can't do anything with. There's nothing to talk about. The film, like we got YouTube nowadays.
Yes.
The film shows it. The matches show it.
Yeah.
Like just the kind of grudge that he had with Vince McMahon. Like the kind of storyline he had with Vince McMahon was different from what The Rock had from whoever it may be.
Yeah.
Like you're going against the writer of the show.
Yeah.
He's throwing beer at him.
Yeah.
He's doing this. He's sticking up his middle finger. He's
Yeah.
doing this. He's doing that. The Rock ain't doing that.
You're right.
The Rock wasn't doing that.
Oh, not us
But-
raising our hands now.
But you got.
I would love to jump into this conversation.
My bad.
Because
I feel like I was
I knew
excluded. I'm
somebody
sorry, I
had somebody had
apologize.
some.
Go ahead.
Well, you were on your soapbox, and then I let you have your soapbox moment. So as we discussed the last time, how about a top 10
Who?
of the face versus face, good guy versus good guy?
I know what you're talking about. Does The Rock have a top 10 moment of all time? Yes, he does. Hulk Hogan versus
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Hulk
what you
Hogan
got?
versus The Rock.
Hold on, let's
that's
see.
one of
Hogan
the top
Warrior,
10.
good guy versus good guy.
That's
WrestleMania
top
6.
10 of all time. That's what I'm
WrestleMania
talking
23, Batista versus Undertaker. WrestleMania 8, Roddy Piper versus Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship, and they were both good guys.
about. What year was that? I don't think I was alive for that.
92.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
I wasn't alive for that.
WrestleMania 12, Bret
Shawn
Hart
Michaels.
versus Shawn Michaels in the Iron Man match.
I remember
for
that.
the
I
WWE
watched that one.
Championship.
I remember that one. I remember that one.
Here's
See,
one that's
now
kind of
we- now we
crazy.
get-
Rock versus Cena the first time. John may have cut promos kind of like a heel, but at the end of the day, like when he made fun of the Rock and he kind of shit on him for being a part-time wrestler, he was still categorically a good guy. The Rock was unabashedly still a good guy at the time.
Hollywood Rock. He was Hollywood Rock.
Yeah, so that's a heel.
Absolutely.
Wait, before you go on to the next thing, that wasn't like business like a match. That was more so like I'm better than you kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that was more so like an ego kind of thing.
Okay.
So it wasn't like scripted as if like, all right, you know what, Batista, you're going to fight Triple H. It wasn't like whatever. Like it wasn't like scripted.
Mm-hmm.
However, with The Rock and John Cena, because like their egos clash with one another, it became a thing. That was never a match, ever a match. But because
It was
The Rock has an ego as I'm the best promo guy ever. Cena's like, I'm the best promo guy ever. As you would look, Cena was never supposed to come out when The Rock was cutting that promo. But he seen that The Rock wrote whatever it was on his hand. He said, "Oh, this is
and
the
he lit
time."
him up just like he lit up Roman with the exact same thing. Right.
But that wasn't supposed to happen.
Right.
That was never supposed to
But at the end of the day, first off, it was scripted. It was supposed to happen because they already had it planned out for the next 2 years. Because they already had it planned that they were going to do Rock and Cena the following year after they claimed it would be a once-in-a-lifetime match in Miami.
You know how mad The Rock was? That they really didn't like talk to each other because of that.
I know that.
Because of that.
I understand that.
So that's not it was not supposed to happen.
Yeah, you gotta remember. Verbal jabs in the ring leading to the setup of the match at WrestleMania 28, a lot of that was unscripted, was just on the fly because of things that were happening, like the promo in the hand.
Right.
But at the end of the day, what we're talking about is how many matches in the business, or we're just mainly focusing on WWE with this list, that where it was a good guy.
Okay, we're talking
versus
about
a
matches.
good guy.
Okay, we're talking about matches.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
setup for all that stuff-
I went off script.
Some of y'all call out script.
John and The Rock. I'm not a fan.
because
I'm not a
Rock
fan
is
of
Hollywood at
I'm
that
not.
time.
I'm
So
not.
I don't think he was
personally.
really.
I'm not a fan of that.
I don't think he was a face. To me,
not
I
a
think he
fan
was
of
a
that.
heel.
Nah, The Rock could have did whatever he wanted to at that time because he was the guy.
Yeah, so that's
He
what
was
I'm
the
saying.
guy.
It's kind of
He
weird.
was the guy.
He's
He
a
was the
tweener.
guy. He was
But
the guy.
so what was the other six or another 5 top 10 since you brought it up?
Hang on.
Since you brought it up.
He was the guy. The Rock was the guy. So let's see. Meanwhile, while you search for that, may I ask, what's your favorite match of all time?
Shit. Damn, we gotta answer that now. If I don't, no, I'm trying to remember.
he's
No,
looking.
because
Like,
let's say if I forget and I say a different match, it's like
You can't forget your favorite match of
Yeah,
all time.
well,
You
listen,
can't.
the
I know
whole-
mine. If you ask me right now, I'll be able
see
to
the
answer.
holy water that was in here is now
Holy
gone.
water. All right, so,
So-
give me some more holy water.
So, but no, you could answer the question. What was your?
I know mine.
What is
I know
yours?
mine. My favorite match of all time
What?
is the ladder match. Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon for the Intercontinental Championship.
Wow.
Both
The original or the rematch?
No, the original. That was the greatest match I ever. There's no match that can even come close to that
Of course not. They won't give me the link.
match.
If you don't got the list, it's cool. That's
Yeah.
There's no match. Mind you, it wasn't for the title. It was for the Intercontinental Championship. Like, you're doing so much for an Intercontinental Championship. That's the greatest match of all time. Mind you, they went over their time period. They were supposed to be there for like 15, 20 minutes. They went for like 30, 45. They got in trouble, for sure. But they were like, what are they going to do to us? Like,
Facts.
yeah, what are they going to do to us?
We're carrying
We
it.
just told the show.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
But you know the backstory behind that?
What?
Razor was the champ. Shawn was supposed to vacate it.
Yeah.
Shawn was like, I'm not giving my title away. I'm the champ.
Yeah.
So that's why they did like the double championship thing. And that's why it became such a great match of what it was.
Yeah, I recently seen that match too. If
Oh,
I'm not
that
mistaken.
match is amazing. It's the greatest match ever. Ever. There's no match better than that. For Intercontinental Champion? Not even the WWF Championship, not even for the main title. That was an Intercontinental Championship match.
Now, you're saying it was the greatest match ever. You talking it was the greatest gimmick match or just greatest match of all?
Shit,
No,
that
because
nigga,
gimmick,
he said we gotta
because that's
fuck
different.
this shit
Trust
up.
me, there are much different categories between greatest of all time and gimmick matches.
All right. So to be fair, give me your favorite.
He's gonna remember his favorite
My favorite one-on-one all time.
all time.
Give me your favorite. You gonna say Bret Hart? Watch.
Nah.
You gonna say Bret Hart?
Actually, I can go Bret and Kurt from SummerSlam for the
He said he can.
For
He's
the
just
Intercontinental
piggybacking off
Championship.
of you.
Bret and Kurt. They was never around the same time. Bret and Kurt Angle. They was never around.
See, that is where my young friend, you assume I'm saying Kurt Angle. I'm talking Kurt Hennig as
okay.
Mr. Perfect.
Okay. Pardon me. Sorry.
I can also go.
Sorry.
But he left him on the cliffhanger. You said Kurt and then moved it. Yeah.
I did just say Kurt.
You say Kurt to me. It's Kurt Angle.
That's a crazy cliffhanger.
I will also go. No, are we keeping it just WWE or just the business?
WWE.
Okay. WWE. I will then go Michaels and Taker, the second one.
Oh, that's not bad. I love that match. That's not better than.
Hey, well, that's just
Shawn
opinion. Those are
and-
opinions.
But you got to
Those are
understand
opinions.
the excitement level,
the storyline, the feeling, the emotion, I'm sorry, I gotta do this to you.
What also made Razor and Michaels for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 10 such a spectacular, over-the-top, amazing match was the fact that these two guys absolutely bejesusly kicked the crap out of each other with a ladder.
And they were both champions.
One was the recognized champion because
you're forgetting that part.
No, I'm not forgetting that part. I knew there was both. I knew there was both belts.
You didn't say that part.
I don't have to. It's for the Intercontinental Championship. One was the legitimate championship.
Okay.
And one was the one that Shawn still had possession of
Right.
because he never surrendered it when he was injured.
Because he was an asshole.
Well, and that too.
Right.
And that's why there's that famous shot after Razor pulled down both belts when he's holding and he's got both belts in his hand at the top of the ladder.
For sure.
And it is an amazing shot.
Amazing.
The match is amazing in and of its own
The
right.
best
but
match in that card.
That's a stretch.
What?
Oh my god.
Because
Match
of
was invented? All right, sorry,
of
I'm
the
being-
ladder. The ladder. If you put those two guys in the ring and there's no ladder, it's a great match. I am not denying that.
You can't say that.
But the ladder adds to the excitement of how good that ladder is.
But you can't say minus the ladder. You can't. You
Yeah,
can't.
you can.
No,
the match is still great.
You can't
don't need
say
the ladder
that.
though.
You can't say minus the ladder. You can't say that.
Yeah, I can.
because
It's my opinion.
it was a ladder match.
I understand it
You
was
can't
part
say
of the match.
minus the ladder.
Yeah. It's
You
a
can't. You
match.
can't say that. It was a ladder match. You can't say that. You can't say
First
that.
off, yes, I can say that because it's
No.
my opinion. The two of them one-on-one with no ladder is going to be a great match.
Yeah.
You don't need the ladder to make it a better match. But when you do add the ladder, it does elevate it and make it an amazing, oh my God, match with those spots. When Michael's getting pushed off the ladder, crotching himself and flipping over the top and getting his leg wrapped up in that in the ropes, and yes, great.
But that's the match that was presented to. You can't say
I get
minus the ladder. You can't.
I get what John's
You can't
saying.
say no. I
get what
hear
both
what
of
he's
y'all
saying.
say.
But you can't disregard the fact that it was a ladder.
No, I don't
match.
think he's disregarding it's a ladder match. What he's saying is these two guys were going to put on a great show, regardless if it was a ladder, it was just chairs or tables or just a regular match.
It could have been a match where you put your opponent in a dumpster to win the match.
Yeah.
My thing
Those
is this:
two guys were going to bust their ass and steal
I
the
hear
show.
you. I hear you. But my thing is this: just because it's a ladder match doesn't mean it's going to be a great.
Okay, I hear.
Excuse me, I lost my breath. Doesn't mean it's going to be a great match. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. How many ladder matches have we seen that we were just like, it's okay. But what they did, they set a standard. So when we see a ladder match, this is what we compare it to.
Okay.
I'm not.
If it's
disagreeing.
not this, it's not a good match.
Well, not necessarily. I mean,
It's not a good match.
You're really stretching the idea because
I'm not.
There have been some very good ladder matches
Name
involving.
me three.
Wow.
I didn't say tables, ladders, and chairs.
I'm not talking about TLC matches. I'm talking ladder matches.
Okay, name me three ladder matches that were good to that expectation. That were good to that. Give me three.
Shit.
Give me three.
I could give you one.
Give me one.
I'm lying.
You can't.
I can give you one right now.
Give me one.
What? Just only
I'm
one.
gonna say Edge.
Edge
and Finn Balor.
Hey,
I'm sorry. May I?
oh, sorry.
What I was going to say was I'm trying to remember the WrestleMania.
Okay.
It was the WrestleMania in Dallas for the Intercontinental Championship, which surprisingly of all surprises wound up going to Zack Ryder to win the championship.
But you're proving my point. The fact you can't remember which WrestleMania that it is,
I'm
you're
sorry.
proving my point.
How many WrestleManias has there been?
A lot.
Exactly.
But the ones that we remember, we remember.
Okay, I get what
we
you're
remember. But sorry if I'm being rude, if I'm being disrespectful.
Michaels versus
HB
versus Ric Flair. What was WrestleMania that?
I don't know.
There you go.
Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, WrestleMania.
In a ladder end, like that was like.
You're pigeonholing yourself.
I'm not.
There have been some amazing. Listen,
ladder match. Okay, wait. Before we get to what you want to say, let's finish the ladder match. Let's get to the ladder match. Name three. Ladder match, not TLC.
I wasn't even going to say TLC.
Okay, name
You've got the ladder match at WrestleMania.
Who?
Hold on. Let him.
Owl. Who?
I'm trying to remember.
I can't think. See? You prove my point.
You're being obnoxious at this moment now. Just because
sorry.
I can't remember the number of a fucking WrestleMania doesn't disregard the level of excitement for the match.
I apologize.
But the WrestleMania took place in Dallas. I want to say
that's when Stone Cold came out, right? Texas. That was Texas.
No, not one of the earlier ones, not the later ones when he fought KO.
Kevin Owens.
No, this was one that was in Dallas. And Zack Ryder won the ladder match to win the Intercontinental Championship. His father comes out of the crowd.
I just watched this.
And goes all ape shit, and he's freaking out because his dad jumped the barricade. And he's like, "What are you doing?" You've got that match. You've got any number of the Money in the Bank ladder matches.
No bet. No. Any of the
that
Money in the Bank?
2016 for that
you
one?
You said any of the Money in the Banks. There's
WrestleMania 32
no
bet.
Bet.
You want to consider it.
No bet. No. Any of the Money in the Banks?
I'm trying to be specific.
No.
The recent one was pretty good too.
If I was to give you one of the Money in the Banks, it got to be the very first one when Edge first created the Money in the Banks.
Actually,
I can give you that. He did.
He won the first one. He didn't come up with the idea for it.
He created it.
He didn't come up with the idea for it.
How much you want to bet?
The idea for the Money in the Bank ladder match was Jericho.
How much you want to bet?
Hey, I
don't bet money on stupid shit like that.
How much?
Jericho was the one who came up with the idea for it, and he pitched it to WWE, and they initially liked it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Jericho pitched the idea. Edge was the one to be like, I won the Money in the Bank. Excuse me. Yeah. Here, let me cash in. Let me make this.
Edge won the first Money in the Bank ladder match
because
he was the first. That doesn't mean he created the match.
I agree with you though.
And he was the first to cash in at.
I agree with you. It was Jericho.
New Year's Revolution.
It was Jericho that came up with the idea.
Correct.
It was Edge that acted.
He won the initial.
He won the match.
Right. It was Edge that was like, "Yo, I won it. I have to put this into effect? How do we put it into effect? And then
Ah.
he said that he told Vince McMahon that he was like, yo, I think it would be a good time to do this. And he said when he gave Vince McMahon the suitcase, Vince McMahon exact words was, prove me wrong.
Yeah, Vince loves telling.
And he
people
went.
to-
Yeah, that was at the stage
Right.
during the this whole setup.
So we're
when he forced Cena to wrestle an extra match.
So we're agreeing. We're agreeing.
but we're not agreeing that.
We're agreeing. No. You said
I-
it was Chris Jericho. I agreed.
Okay.
And
said it was-
he needed, and yes, and Edge is the first to win it, and he's the first to successfully
But
cash
we're
in.
agreeing though.
Yes.
We're agreeing.
All right. So hold on. All right. So listen.
agreeing.
Okay.
But
can
wait,
we-
he named me one match.
No,
so-
one match is cool. We ain't gonna have
No,
all
we
that
said
time
three.
to. No. We just need one. Now let's get to the most recent WWE event that we didn't do the prediction for. But
That was what, Clash, Italy.
was it? No, the one that recently just happened when Sami Zayn won.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was.
We need to change it,
We
man.
didn't do.
Night of
we didn't
Champions.
do
I mean,
prediction?
you got
we didn't do Night of
He got a
Champions.
Cody
Sure
shirt
it was.
on, so I
It
don't know if I should say anything bad
You
about Cody.
say anything you
You
want.
sure? Because I feel like we got a little animosity because you couldn't name 3 ladder matches
Okay,
better than.
now we're over here beating a fucking dead horse. Remember that whole obnoxious
No,
part?
it's all love. And I'm kidding around. I got a dark sense of humor, but
But
you know what I mean?
But yeah.
But-
so let's. Where were the cards at? Where were the cards? Who? the
No,
first
that was
match
dope. That was dope. That
wait,
was dope.
So the
That
first
dope.
match
That was
was.
dope.
Fuck. Y'all
Look
make
it
me
up.
forget.
Look it up.
It was.
I'm tired of Cody being the champion.
Wow.
It's corny. It's tiring.
Yeah, I
it's-
thought I was the only person that thought. It was
No,
pretty corny.
Cody being champ is not the same as like. Hold on.
Why are you not cooperating?
Hold on, I could pull out the
Excuse me.
matches, the cards, because it was Jey Uso. It was Jey Uso versus
4 letters, one word. Yeet.
That was the first.
Yeah, I don't have the match order, but yeah. So we had so at Riyadh for Night of Champions 2026, we had we opened up with the finals of the men's King of the Ring tournament.
Right.
Oba Femi versus Jey Uso.
I don't like that.
Really
I
good
don't-
match. I thought it was very good because first off, you have 2 different contrasting styles. Jey has the high flying ability. He likes to throw the super kicks, and he can do some aerial stuff, and he's got a little bit of ground and pound. Oba is 1,000% overpowering and ground and pound.
For sure.
So it was a good contrast in styles. But, I mean, it was a foregone conclusion. I don't think there was, and no disrespect to Jey Uso, I don't think there was anybody in the country who thought he wasn't gonna win the match.
Nobody knew.
Oba was 100% going to win that match.
So do you agree with Oba winning?
Yes. 100%.
The writing was on the wall.
I disagree. I disagree.
Jay right now did not need.
I disagree.
I think it made sense for Oba to win it. He's the current generation's answer, as has been already documented by the promo by Brock, of this generation's Brock Lesnar. Brock, as he said himself, came in 2002, and he wound up winning the King of the Ring that year, and went on and won the World Championship at SummerSlam from The Rock. Same thing with Oba. Oba debuted this year as one King of the Ring, and obviously there are different circumstances, and we will not be having Oba and the World Championship at SummerSlam, but that'll be happening down the road later.
I strongly disagree. But
Why do you think Oba should not have won it?
Well, don't wait. Just for conversation's sake, I'm gonna ask my guy G. What do you think, G? Do you think Oba should have won, or do you think Jay should have won?
Oba should have won. Are you kidding me? Every time Oba is mentioned on his podcast, he's supposed to win.
Okay.
So
That's
like,
fair. I'm not.
Jay knows that.
I'm not-
It could be Oba versus God. I lie. Anybody say Oba is always in my eyes gonna win, and that's how always it is. And you gotta remember, the great question is, who's he gonna really go after? Because if he goes after Roman,
That's a great question.
that to me, like, I think I had that conversation with you or on a different show. Because I don't really like that they have 2 different titles, but I guess 2 different brands have to have 2 different titles.
You have to.
But back in the days, we had, it was just, people have the title for 2 or 3 months. But what I'm saying is, which title is he gonna go after? Is he gonna go after Roman? Because Because Roman just said he made this new championship the top one.
He's going after Roman.
But then now Sammy has it. It's like, did it bring down the SmackDown championship?
Sammy's going to lose it in 2 months. Like, it's not.
Well, see,
sorry,
I have article on that too.
I'm being rude. Sorry.
So, no, you good.
I'm being rude.
That's just my thing. It's like, if I was Oba, I would go after the SmackDown one.
He can't pick what he want to go after, though.
Yeah, he
He
can.
can.
Actually.
No, he can't.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
That's your choice. You pick.
Just like with the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
the winner of the King and Queen of the Ring has the right to challenge the world champion of their choosing.
Yeah. They just started
so
this year,
You guys
right?
just clarify something.
Yeah, they just started this year.
Excuse me.
Because usually they just give you the crown and that's it.
This is my thing. I don't think Oba should win simply because they're like the push is coming too fast. Like the Oba, the overpowerful, it's coming too quickly. Like I feel like he should have some kind of like challenges in between the way where he like loses and he has to like figure out his way how to do this, how to do that. Now I look at things differently. Like the same way as Jey Uso, his moveset is like once he does the spear, he does the super kick, he does this, he does that. It's the same way with Oba. He does this, he picks you up, he slams his chest, he slams you, he picks you up, he does this, he does this. It's like let's continue to create. Let's continue to see the expansion of the character.
Okay.
I feel like we're not really given a chance of Oba to evolve.
Yeah.
Well, I
Because
think, go ahead.
Brock has a moveset. Like if you do a match with Brock, right? And let's say Triple H be like, yo, the match is 15 minutes. Brock can make the match 15 minutes. But my thing is, can Oba make the match 15 minutes?
Yeah.
No, we never seen that.
Well,
We've never seen that.
Well, we've seen that in NXT.
No.
Okay, hold on.
No, but we're not talking NXT. We're talking about
you said
when
never.
when you're at that level. When you're at that level. When you're
what you're saying.
here. Because think about it. Every time Oba fights, every time Oba makes an appearance, I didn't forget about you. Hold on, keep your thought. I'm not trying to be like, you know what I mean? When Oba makes his appearance, he beats his chest. It's the same moveset. He beats his chest, picks you up, tosses you, you fall, picks you up, boom, does the power bomb, 1, 2, 3. Can we see beyond that?
Yes.
Like us as fans,
I could.
we want to like the reason why we had. Well, I ain't gonna say we because I don't know if y'all speak French or not, but I don't know if y'all into what I'm into. Seth Rollins. That's why Seth is amazing. Seth can do a million different things.
Wow.
But he catches our interest because he's able to make a match. Not saying that Oba has to do that, but can you make us like into the match?
Hey, listen.
Can you? If you're doing the same, that's why I like with what's my man? Jey Uso. I'm like, yo, Triple H, change it up a little bit, bro. He does the spear, he does the super kick, he does the frog splash, 1, 2, 3. Once he does the spear, once he does the super kick, we know that the finish is coming. Make us figure it out a little bit. That's why Stone Cold was so great. That's why The Rock was so great. That's why Bret Hart was so great. That's why Shawn Michaels was so great. That's why Kurt Angle was so great. Because they made us like think like, okay, this is it. 1, 2, they kick out.
Okay.
But with them, it's like once you do this move, it's over.
Okay.
No,
it's like John Cena, the 5 knuckle puckle and all that shit.
But John Cena went through that as well.
He still goes through the same shit.
Right.
But you know that's wrestling. You feel me? It's a fight. Listen, you spar, you do your moves.
You can't say it's wrestling because
I've witnessed in general.
I've witnessed like 5 of the greats. Hold on, don't forget. Hold on, stay with me. I witnessed 5 of the greats who've done their finisher. 1, 2, kick out.
Yes.
But with Jey Uso, it's 1, 2, 3. Oba Femi is 1, 2, 3. Why?
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Make us like Feel that adrenaline.
Yeah, like, all right, I got to figure
Make
another
us
way
figure it
to
out.
win.
I want to see another moveset from Oba. I don't want to see boom, smash, pick you up, turn you around, slam your chest.
But that's why it's called the
Pick you-
finishers. It's to finish the
But I
match.
know what's coming
Hey.
up. If I'm able to predict it, it's not good.
It's
It's not good.
It's the
And I'm
finisher
just
for a
saying
reason.
me. I'm just saying me. I'm
It's-
not saying I'm not the
it's like-
know-it-all,
it's-
be-it-all. I'm not saying I'm
It's
the...
like Mortal Kombat when they say finish him. The person's dizzy like this, and you
Yes.
do your finishing move.
I got 10 seconds to
Yes.
left, right, up,
Yeah.
down, left, right, up,
See,
down,
right,
XYZ,
yes.
XYZ,
Yes.
and I get to do whatever I want.
There we go. That's the finish.
different.
It's the same
But-
thing.
Oba,
You fought for 15 minutes, and now it's time to do your finisher, your famous
Bro.
move, and then
I
go
get
about
it.
your business.
Brock
But
Lesnar has a move set.
no, he doesn't. This nigga, no, he doesn't.
How much you want to bet?
It does the
We
same
can pull
bullshit.
up a YouTube clip
He
right
does
now.
the same bullshit.
When Brock Lesnar is coaching people throughout his matches, telling him,
Everybody
Yo.
coaches each other.
Oba don't do that though.
John, wait.
Oba don't do that.
Yeah, but
Lesnar saying, clothesline me.
yeah, but that's
Yo,
something
pick
different.
me up.
But you gotta
Yo,
remember,
do
Oba,
this.
Oba just got here. He can't really coach people yet. He's not a vet. And you know what I mean? And all of his matches are squash matches because he's powerful. But Jay, what you got? What you got? What's
So
on your mind?
first
Sorry, Jay.
First off,
Sorry.
every pro wrestler, all of the greats, all have the John Cena. And by me calling it the John Cena, it's the 5 moves of doom that they always do every match. There's a Bret Hart match where he'll late in the match he'll go over to the turnbuckle when the wrestler's lying in a prone position, and he'll drop a forearm, and then he'll come over, and then he'll do like a suplex, and then he'll start doing a bunch of backbreakers and doing everything, and then he'll go for the sharpshooter. Oh, and the guy crawls the ropes. Oh, and he doesn't get up.
Yeah, he goes for the ropes.
Right,
I
and
agree with that.
every wrestler
agree with
has their own system. Jey Uso has the super kick, has the big splash. Does he always get the win in that combo? No. Sometimes he's got to use the spear and then a splash.
Yeah.
Did he not do that on Oba?
And
Hit
he
the super
lost.
kick, hit
Yep.
the spear, and then hit the splash.
Yep.
And Oba kicked out.
Yes.
So, getting back to something else you said, Oba is just too new to the main roster to be able to call things on the fly with some of these veterans. Once you've got a rapport with the other opponent, absolutely, you can call things on the fly in the middle of a match.
Yeah.
Cena is world famous for doing it practically at the top of his damn lungs, sitting up in the nosebleeds, so you could just hear that motherfucker going, clothesline!
Yeah. I've seen that shit.
It's hysterical. But the thing of it is, with Oba, he's also not like a Seth Rollins. Seth could have a great match with a waste paper basket and a broomstick.
So you agree with me that he's amazing? He's
He is an
phenomenal.
amazing wrestler. I
that's
absolutely love
phenomenal.
watching
That's-
him in the ring.
Okay.
That's-
But
Fair.
to
Cool.
compare
Cool.
the skill set that Seth Rollins has
Versus
to compare it to Oba Femi.
It's not
Oba
fair.
doesn't have, because
not
they're,
fair.
they're
Okay,
two different
I
style
agree.
wrestlers.
I
You got a
agree.
heavyweight
I agree.
and a guy who's a borderline cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Heavyweight.
I
in
agree.
Seth.
I agree. Okay. Sorry.
So,
sorry.
and for the way they're pushing Oba right now, he is just dominant. Look at back in the day when Brock first debuted. 90% of all of his matches barely went
Squash.
4 minutes.
They're all squash matches.
Suplex, F5, suplex, pin.
Agree.
I mean, Jesus Christ, he hit John Cena with 16 German suplexes at that SummerSlam.
16?
Yeah, I'm pretty
We
sure it's
pull it
16.
up right now. It'll count.
I'm
it's
pretty sure it's 16.
Nah,
It's
I'm
definitely double
16.
digits.
It was
You-
crazy.
you-
It was
And
crazy.
it's on John Cena's back that Suplex City was built. He
Oh, that's
absolutely
how they made it?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's the running joke. Suplex City is built on the broken back of John Cena, because at that
16?
SummerSlam he hit him with like 16 German suplexes.
Damn, bro.
And like maybe 3 F5s, maybe even more. But it wasn't until I guess
think
the
like
last
4 or
one.
5
F5s are Germans.
F5s.
In that match, probably.
I probably call my nephew. He would tell me right now.
He might know better. Yeah, I think that was what, SummerSlam.
He's a big. He
05?
was a John Cena.
08?
fan.
Something in that ballpark maybe.
But no, sorry.
But-
I hate that. I keep cutting
So
you off,
but
sir.
now the thing
You
is
gotta
that
work
you
on that.
said you want to see more from Oba. You want to see more character evolution of him in the ring.
Right.
Well, that I think is kind of what WWE is doing with us, because Oba has earned the right to challenge for a world championship with his win at King of the Ring. Who is he going to challenge? I think genuinely he's going to challenge Roman. I think he's going to go after Roman and the World Heavyweight Championship because he's on. Hold on. This was before Sammy won the title. Let me continue. I think he does that, but by having Brock come out on Monday, right after the show, the next day, and get in his face and challenge him and let's go 1-on-1. He didn't just challenge Oba to a 1-on-1 match, which I kind of thought they were going to do at Saturday Night's Main Event at the Garden, for the blow off. No, we're doing this in his hometown of Minnesota, and it's hell in a cell. Oba's been on the roster for about as long as a cup of coffee, and they're throwing him like a Christian to the Lions inside Hell in a Cell with the Beast Incarnate, the Conqueror, Brock Lesnar. Now think about the first
Brock's
match.
going to lose though.
Of course he is. Think about
Brock's
the first
gonna
match that Oba and Brock had at WrestleMania. That match barely went 6 minutes.
Bro,
Yeah.
I think
I'm
it
like,
7.
what are we doing? I'm like, what?
The rematch.
Triple H.
went probably
bad script, by the way.
No, I think that was...
No, we're not going to do that. Sorry, once again, I cut you off. Sorry, go ahead.
I think then the rematch that they had in Clash in Italy probably went
7 minutes, probably.
No, Brock
9.
returned the favor.
I want to say 9 to 10 minutes. It was definitely a longer match. You got to see Oba get more offense in because Brock tried to overwhelm him right from the rip, right from the jump. I'm just going to stomp you, that is the veteran of who Brock is, and he realizes, hey, this is like me wrestling myself from back in 2002. And I need to stomp the shit out of this kid now. But Oba showed a lot of heart. That match went longer, and ultimately, and again, Oba lost. I mean, he got F5 through a damn table. Jesus Christ.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be devil's advocate. Why got to be Oba showed a lot of heart? Why can't it be Brock showed a lot of strength to be able to withstand the young strength and the power and the all? Why can't it be Brock? Why can't we praise Brock in that? Though?
I'm not saying we're
not you did. Brock. You said no.
Wait, another thing. Wait, hold on.
But the thing of it is,
you said Oba withstand. You said Oba. That was your words.
Because Brock in the second match in Italy tried to overwhelm him and use his veteran experience, and he put a beat down on Oba. Oba had to withstand that, show the heart of a fighter, the heart of a potential champion, to try to withstand that, but he still succumbed to the veteran and got beaten with 5 or 6 F5s in Italy.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. I was mad as fuck.
As somebody who's 40 years old, who's old, he had to put out more energy to try to put out somebody that's younger than him. Why can't Brock get the same credit that Oba is getting? That's all I'm asking.
You don't have to give Brock credit because Brock Brock is already...
No,
Brock
not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. You're holding him to
Brock
a standard
he set himself.
To what he was 15, 20 years ago. That's not fair.
It's not even
Brock
is
not who he was 15, 20 years ago.
Right, but just look
Brock is Brock who he is today. How old is Brock? Brock is 41, 42, 40. Brock is old. It takes a lot of energy to do a F5. It takes a lot of energy to do a German suplex 3 times. It takes a lot of when you get older, it takes a lot of energy to do more things that you ever do when you were younger.
We're aging me out just because I got gray hair.
I'm sorry, man. You look good.
Listen,
you look
good.
But
at the end of the day, think about.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But think about
Can
this.
we give Brock credit,
Brock worked Italy. Brock worked WrestleMania a couple months later.
Right.
Yeah.
When was Brock's last match before that? I can't even tell you off the top of my head.
No.
Brock is working a part-time schedule, so he has the luxury and liberty of being able to just train, chill, hunt, hook up with his sexy ass wife. But what I'm saying
Sexy
though is,
wife. Whoa.
Can we give him credit though? Is all I'm saying.
No, he's giving him credit. He gave him credit.
No, he's not. He said Oba. He said when he said what he said. He said Oba was able.
You want him to give him more credit?
No, he said Oba was able to withstand.
yeah,
Oba
is the younger.
But you
athlete.
gotta
He was
remember, bro. All right. So look again. Not to work you all up. What takes more effort? The younger person or the older person? If I'm picking you up and I'm young, that's easy. If I'm older and I'm 41, 42, 43, and I'm picking you up, what takes more effort?
Are we talking about a guy built like this or a guy built like Brock Lesnar?
But we
Brock
can't.
Lesnar is a
But we
big,
can't.
strong motherfucker.
But he's 40. But he's
that doesn't-
40.
Yes, I'm not discrediting his age, but just
You
the
are.
fact.
Nah.
You
Oh
are.
my God, dude!
Because you said Oba. You said Oba was there.
Oba is the future of the business.
Yes.
Oba is the one who's going to destroy Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell, and they're going to bleed each other fucking dry. But at the end of the day, Oba had to withstand and show the heart of a potential champion by withstanding the attack and the
And I
beatdown
get that.
from the guy who's been a veteran for 35 fucking thousand years
And I get
in
that.
WWE.
And I get that.
And I'm not discrediting what Brock did in that match.
And I get
he
that.
did amazing. He did a smart strategy.
But
by
can
trying
we
to
also
overwhelm.
credit Brock?
I don't have to give credit to Brock.
You
The credit
do.
goes- because
He's 42,
who won
41.
the match?
Brock.
Brock won the
Exactly.
last match.
Brock won. If Oba had withstood it and got the dub, damn, Brock. I wish Brock had done this.
All right.
But and
You
then
know what I
you
think?
would-
Sorry, my bad.
Yo,
Maybe he's a
let's
little too excited.
yeah. Listen, we gonna.
I'm gonna say this right now.
We gonna
Brock is going to win. You think you're gonna lose in his hometown?
Yep.
We're not doing this. You think Brock is now? Brock is a guy that don't care about nothing. Like as much as you hear people talk about him, they say Brock is the nicest guy ever. Brock
I
is
hear the
this,
exact
Brock
same
is
thing
that.
too.
Brock is that. Brock is this. Brock is that. He don't lose to Oba in his hometown.
Why not? Because Brock is ready to go. We had this
But I'm not losing
conversation
in my.
before.
I'm
So we had
not
this
losing
conversation
in my
episode.
hometown.
Okay.
It don't matter.
Do you
You
not
have
know
to
the
go to the
history
sunset.
of professional wrestling? Just because you're
Test me.
from
Let me see.
a
Test me.
hometown doesn't mean you're always going to win.
Bret Hart, prime example. That's the number one prime
The
example.
screw job?
Absolutely, Montreal screwed.
Yeah, and he was in his hometown and he lost.
Name something else.
But we don't
Triple-
need to. It happens.
Stone Cold.
Though.
Yeah, it's
Stone
It
Cold.
happened.
He turned bad guy. What did he turn that? Heel. He turned heel in his hometown. Who
Did
else?
he win or lose?
Who else?
yeah, and he won
He
that
won.
match. But
He won.
But
He turned heel.
Oh, that's
He turned heel.
But no, we're talking about W's in your.
in
We're talking about L's.
WWE, if you are a wrestler from your home and we're working in your hometown,
What's up?
then 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get the win. You'll look great. You'll look strong for the fans, your
bad.
hometown faithful, and then you'll still lose.
I disagree.
It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen.
I think Brock's
It happened. It happened the same.
Triple H
Hey,
is not
you're-
going to
you're-
do
you're-
that.
you said wrong.
Hey, listen. You could be on a prediction show. To answer your question, how long that match was? It was 6 minutes and 27 seconds.
The second one or the first?
Second one.
Really?
Wow.
Damn.
Oh.
Felt like it was longer.
Nah, that's what I told you. I said it was 7
But that
minutes.
was like.
I told
Yeah,
you.
I thought
it
I
was
just
7
thought it was
minutes.
closer to 8 or 9.
Hey.
But
Nah, my fault. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you good. You good. I just don't feel like getting up. My legs are spaghetti.
No,
See, you
but
got
keep
the,
going.
We got the spaghetti left. Twist. It's
I'm not
Okay.
being disrespectful in no way.
So that match was 6 minutes and 27. Because that's Clash in Italy, right? Yeah.
that was Clash of Italy. Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
second
6 and
match.
20. That's what I was saying. When you said 9 to 10 minutes, I was like,
I-
you must have not watched the match. That shit was quick as the other one was.
No,
too.
I didn't. I felt like I genuinely felt like it was a longer match. I didn't.
Yeah.
Stop
No, I
watch
know.
time it. But getting back on top. By the way, shouldn't there be a light on the camera showing recording, or is it?
No.
Okay, I wasn't
it's
sure
already
if it
there.
should
No,
stay
no.
on. Moving on. Actually, I'm gonna skip this match for the time being because I want to get his input on the match
Which
I was
match?
going to talk about. But let's talk about your girl.
Ah.
Let's talk about Tiffany Stratton successfully retaining the WWE United States Championship against a very game Jade Cargill. First and foremost, once again, Jade showing improvement in the ring. I don't think this was as great a match as her performance appearance at WrestleMania when she was
Rhea.
with Rhea, but damn, Jade again showing vast improvement in the ring. The baddies tried to interfere. All was looking kind of grim until the appearance of Charlotte Flair. And actually, I think Chelsea got involved for a hot minute too.
Yeah.
Chelsea
What's
made
the
an
name came
appearance,
from out of the ring?
and then that's right. Chelsea started to take care of the baddies, and then Charlotte came out and helped
Mm-hmm.
out. So you can almost see the writing on the wall there. We're going to get Charlotte and Jade at WrestleMania at SummerSlam, and I would not be surprised
Oh wow.
if Jade gets the W there.
Really?
I genuinely see Jade getting the W there if it does happen at SummerSlam.
Damn.
Did you see your girl?
Oh yeah, I watched that match, but I'm just trying to picture. Damn, is it really Charlotte? That's really Charlotte.
Yeah, that's
I
definitely the
thought
way
Charlotte
things are going.
was okay.
I definitely think that's the way they're going to go. I don't think you have her come out and cost Jade, have her cost Jade the championship,
Yeah.
and not have a payoff be down the road at SummerSlam.
Okay. Now that makes sense.
And this isn't something that's new. It's been brewing for a few months
because
now.
they've been
so
doing those the six tag team and all them
six woman matches. Yeah, I definitely see that this is going to culminate with a one-on-one between Charlotte and Jade.
There you go. Just
At SummerSlam, yeah.
lock it. There you go.
Your thoughts as you come back into the
I feel like I just messed up
seat?
the whole.
No, you're good.
Sorry, don't mind me.
Your thoughts? We were just talking about Jade in her bid to become the Women's United States Champion against Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte and Chelsea's interference to help Jade in a losing effort.
I feel like they don't know what they're doing with that whole situation, so they're trying to make it something. But
I could piggyback off that. I can see what you're saying because
I
I
feel
feel
like
a little bit.
Because when I went off, what was that? SummerSlam. Now I know this is like way back when, but there's no reason why their match should have been like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Like, there's no reason for that. You know, if Jade's going to be the face of that, make her the face of that. You know what I mean? Like, like I feel like they don't know what they're doing.
I can agree with that because once I seen them go for the title, the USA title, I'm like, why is she going for that? She just came from
off. I feel like now, don't get me wrong. I feel like the women, like the speed that they're coming at is quick. It's like boom, 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 boom. Like they don't know what to do with that speed.
Okay,
but you got to figure something out.
Yeah, like I can see like they should have built maybe Lash Legend should have been in that spot. In my opinion, or somebody else that has it that's climbing up. Jade already she went from here to there.
Well, I think part of the problem was during the European tour when Rhea injured her knee in a defense against Jade. I think they were supposed to have. I think it was supposed to be Jade and Rhea in a return match in Riyadh, but with Rhea on the shelf with the knee injury and her future unknown, that's where they pivoted and kind of did this obscure out of left field thing for the women's U.S. title, just to kind of get Jade more on camera, more fan exposure,
more relevant stuff
relevancy,
like that.
for lack of a better term there.
But no, I get that part.
But I think once they figure out, and they should have something. I'm hearing that they should have an answer as far as what Rhea's status is going to be in the next week to 2 weeks. We'll know what they're gonna do, and then maybe we'll probably have them. Hey, I put you on the shelf. I made you miss time. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna come whoop that ass.
Hey,
nah, I feel like the women's division is moving at an all-time like high. Like the quickness that it's moving in, that is like, I feel like, and I may be wrong. You know, I feel like Triple H doesn't have the correct answers.
No, oh yeah, for sure. I
because.
Listen.
The quickness that it's moving in, you know what I mean? Like, because if we look back at it and we think about the women that been popular, we know like Rhea has been this and that and that, but not for nothing, Rhea, you're kind of
see. He feels how I feel. Rhea, Rhea, we love Rhea, but we're a little bit tired.
What's my girl that does this?
Io Sky.
She's old. You know what I mean? What's the other one? The other one that
Becky Lynch is old too.
Old, like.
It's time for new blood.
Yeah,
it's time for new blood. That's pretty much what is going on.
Hey, Hunter, we want to see
not
for nothing.
Hey, new blood.
No, what's my girl name? We want to see
I don't know now.
We want to see Jade.
Oh yeah,
Hunt.
Yeah. That's the point you bringing them up.
Yo,
put the titles on them.
Wait, not for nothing. When I went to SummerSlam, the champion always comes second.
Yes.
Jade went first.
Yes.
Why did Jay come out first?
They do that
because they want the face to get the bigger pop.
There's no
really?
excuse for that.
Yeah.
She was
it hasn't. But
I thought it was always as disrespect.
Historically, there have been times where they have brought the champ out first.
Yeah.
I never
And-
recall that.
And it
No,
mainly
it happens.
and they mainly do that when the champ is a heel because they want the crowd to be
pop.
up and give a big pop when the face comes out.
Okay.
Yo,
So
I
they're
never
already
seen that.
up and ready for the.
Not,
When the
That's
when
the
the
first
match
time I
starts.
seen
it
that.
happened a couple.
Jay
a
came
few
out
times.
first.
It's definitely happened. A few
Yeah,
times.
it's
Jay
happened.
came
It's
out
disrespectful.
first.
I see,
Hunt.
but I see what you're saying.
Hunt. If you see this, Hunt.
He said Hunt.
Hunt. Fix it, Hunt.
Facts. All right.
Alright.
So what was the next match?
Now, the match I was going to start talking about.
Talk
but
to us.
my-
Talk to me.
Our guest here had to step away. Let's talk about a steel cage match
Ooh.
from Clash of Italy. Let's talk about
Yeah.
Braun Breaker and the Visionary, the Revolutionary, Seth
This nigga loves
freaking
Seth.
Rollins. Was Seth able to finally put the final nail in the coffin of his pestering and bothersome
No.
feud with
No.
the
No.
with the
No.
with the
Let me
Vision
finish. Let me finish.
for the
Let me
time
finish.
being? That answer is yes.
No.
Seth gets the hold on. Seth gets a very big win over Braun Breaker. Braun still looks amazingly strong, puts on a spectacular effort
Yeah.
in a losing effort against Seth, but the Visionary shows why he is a veteran, why he is a multi-time world champion, and why he is now taking his game to another level, and why he has issued the challenge to Roman for SummerSlam for the World's Heavyweight Championship. I thought this was probably one of Braun's best matches in the last several months.
Okay.
He just looks so sharp. Definitely ready for that next level. Will that come maybe after Seth wins the world title at SummerSlam?
Wow. You're going
Don't
ahead
get me
of time.
excited.
You're going ahead
Don't
of
get
time
me
right
excited.
now.
Don't get me excited.
But that's that. I mean, I definitely agree with all of the hype behind Braun that he is a future world champion, and he definitely showed
He is.
more signs of that in that cage match. Mr. Seth Rollins fan, what was your thoughts on that match?
I can go on and on and on about this. So I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna pass it on to G first before I go. G,
So,
what do you think? Because you
listen.
ain't talk much.
Hey,
during
listen,
this
listen.
whole
I'm
thing.
just, listen. I'm actually being a fan right now.
Okay,
Loving y'all
that's
chemistry,
fair.
this
That's fair. That's
heat
fair.
rivalry. If there was a ring, I would let y'all
no
go.
rivalry.
duke it
It's
out.
no rivalry. It's just
yes.
it's just opinions. That's
No,
it.
I get it, but
no rivalry.
that match was amazing. I watched it from start to finish. I wanted to use the bathroom. I said, I'm going to pee or
hold
shit.
it.
Yes,
I'm a
hold this
yes.
one.
Find me an empty bottle.
Yep.
And that's how good the match was. Seth pushing Braun going to different levels, and I was just watching like, yeah, this is why he's going to be a champ in the future, and I see him winning the championship in the next year or so. And Seth showing him like, listen, young boy, there's levels to this. Let me show you how to control the crowd and do what I have to do. It was nigga curb stomped him from like the top, then another curb stomp. I was just like,
That was immaculate. Oh,
so listen, shouts out.
That was-
I knew Steph had to end that story.
that was Mona Lisa.
Steph had to
Low-key.
end that story that way. You know what I mean? Now I think you asked the question:
He didn't. end
is this the nail in the
story,
coffin?
but
Yes, because clearly the next day, what happened? He went to
Roman.
Roman.
Yeah.
Now I don't think Braun's gonna come out there and fuck up Seth's thing because it's like, all right, we're dragging this out too long. You know?
Yeah, I think
Right.
we're gonna wind up, and I'll let you jump in with the whole
Nah, it's
with
all
your
good, it's
your
all
set
good, it's all
thoughts.
good, it's all good.
I think as far as the vision goes from here, you know, they're still, you know, I think they've got a world title return match against the Street Profits this coming Monday on Raw. I definitely don't see them winning
They're
the
gonna
rematch
lose.
back. Hopefully, however, I part of me is hoping that we do get a return soon from Bronson
Bronson
Reed.
Reed.
We need to get him back. We need to get him on camera. I know he's hurt.
No, he
But
should
have
be
you
back.
not
soon.
seen it? Check out Bronson Reed's Instagram.
Yeah.
The man is swole as fuck.
Yeah.
He has lost tremendous
Yeah, he
weight.
lost the weight.
He
Well
no
in
longer
shape.
looks like it. I mean, I don't mean this in a human disrespectful fashion, as I'm a big fat bastard myself. But the man used to look like a human weeble.
Yeah, he did. He was.
He was just like a giant square with arms and legs.
Yeah.
And was athletic as all get up and go. But now, if you see pictures of him on Instagram, he looks fucking tacular.
Totally
I
different.
can't wait to see this new version of Bronson Reed in a WWE ring, hitting a tsunami off the top rope. I don't even know if he sticks with the
I don't-
tsunami, if he
I can't.
changes
He
the
can't,
finisher.
'cause
He
the-
might.
I think
We don't
so.
know.
Yeah,
we don't know.
I think he
he's
might.
smart. Because the
might.
reason why that finisher was so good, because he's like
'Cause he was
400
big.
pounds.
'Cause
Yeah,
he was big.
now if
He was
you're only
big.
200 pounds,
He
it's
was
not
big.
as
He was
effective.
big.
You know
He
what I
was
mean?
big. Yep.
So he's
Yep.
probably learning new moves too.
Yep.
So, but now, your Seth Rollins
Me. Listen,
reaction.
yes.
The
Was-
pedestal on the floor is yours.
Seth freaking Rollins. All right, it's clear. He's the best athlete,
Wow.
or whatever you want to say. He's the best.
Visionary, the entertainer.
He's the best. There's
crazy.
See, I was trying to like make a introduction for him, but you cut me off to it. But he's the
Oh,
best.
my bad.
He's the best. There's nothing to talk about it. He's, to me.
Can I sidechain this?
Go ahead.
Hold your thought.
Go ahead.
In the top 10 greatest wrestlers of all time, in your opinion, where does he land? I don't need to know other people, because you keep saying
He might
this-
crack. He might. I'm being honest. He
Ah.
might crack top 10. He might crack.
Oh, okay.
He
all right,
might.
continue.
He
Because the
might.
way you were saying it is like
Nah,
he was
because
1 or 3.
nah.
Okay,
I
I
ain't
go
doing
back
that.
to what
I
you
ain't
saying.
doing that.
My bad.
Because
Go
to
ahead.
me, he's the modern day Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
To me,
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
definitely
he's the
agree with
modern day Shawn
that.
Michaels.
I definitely agree with that.
Yes.
And I feel like the way Triple H is using him today, it's like, all right, you're the only one that can get as active as this, so we're going to use you as much as we can.
Okay.
So I feel like that's why he's so like, he's fighting every other week and fighting this person, fighting that person. He's doing this, he's doing that because his body can withstand that.
Mhm.
And he's able to make average matches looking like amazing matches. He's able to do that. He has the ability to do such.
Okay.
Again, my opinion.
Mhm.
My opinion.
And
I
you're,
may be
you're
wrong.
100% right with that.
And I may be wrong. So
This
I
match.
think where we're at in the world of WWE, I feel like Triple H is now like, oh shoot, we ran out of ideas. no, for real.
I don't think so.
Hold on, let me
Go
finish.
ahead.
He's like, I feel like he's like, oh shoot, we got to figure out what we got to do. You know what? We're gonna bring the bloodline back. Seth, you were the best when you were beefing with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna bring that back.
Okay.
I feel like that's why. Cause if we're thinking storyline ish,
Uh-huh.
where did Roman and Seth ever come across each other?
A couple
When?
years ago.
No, yeah, a couple years ago,
When
but
the
not
bloodline-
recently. Now they're like, now Seth is like, Seth just beat what's my
Braun.
boy name?
Breaker.
Braun, by the way, future.
But that's what we're talking about, that match. You got to give me the reaction on that match, though. That's what we're talking about. I wanted to hear.
That was the okay. We're gonna go to that match. We're gonna talk about that match, that Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins match. Oh my gosh, that match was amazing. Braun Breaker has the abilities to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has what it takes to be that guy.
Yeah.
However, it's just not your turn yet.
Okay.
So there's not much he can really do.
Okay.
Because you still got Roman.
Let's stick to the match.
You still got Seth.
Mm-hmm.
And you still got Cody.
You still got
Like,
the old guard, yeah. I
you,
get you.
You still have people like
How old
that's
is Braun?
like no, Braun is like at least 24, 25.
No, you
easily.
keep talking.
Easily.
I want to check how old
But
he is.
Braun, we got to be like Braun, you know, because remember they gave Braun the belt early. They gave him the belt, and he was doing the promos, doing this, doing that, and then it was like, yo, let's give him the belt. They gave him the belt for a quick 2.5, and it was like, not
What
too-
belt did he have? Intercontinental?
He was
No,
actually champ.
He had the
Okay,
belt. He had
okay.
the belt. Yeah, because
Nah, I have
he
to
beat
remember-
Uso, right? He beat Jay Uso.
Yeah, he beat Jay for the title.
He beat Jay for the title.
No, I was trying to figure out. I didn't
It
remember
was
that.
too quick, but then
Uh-huh.
you gotta see what you got. So I feel like right now WWE, Triple H, if you ever see this, I feel like he's at a standstill right now because you got Cody.
Wait. We're talking about the match again.
Yeah.
Oh, go back.
Stick to the match. Your reaction to the match.
Later.
The match. It was an amazing match. I think that match was to prove, because Seth was already solidified.
Yeah.
I feel like that match was more so for
Braun.
to show that I can be the spotlight kind of guy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I think Braun proved it. Like, later down the line, I can be that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I can be the Mankind. I can be the Kurt Angle. I can be the Edge. I can be the Chris Jericho. I felt like he proved that
Yeah.
in that match.
No, I believe so.
Because Seth, if we're being honest, Seth carried that match.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh,
This
my
nigga
gosh.
said carried the...
Seth showed him the way. Seth was on some like, listen, I know I'm on my way out.
Yeah.
I know this. But I want you to be the next, like, not the next person, but I want you to be able to know how to carry on the next generation.
Okay.
And he did that.
Okay, to say I'm gonna do what you did earlier, but to carry the match means like Braun was just there. Like Steph made everything.
Absolutely.
No, Braun had effort. He made like the reactions that
Where's
he
my camera?
expected.
This one? Absolutely.
Damn, that's
Seth carried that match.
God damn.
The finish, Seth carried that. You can tell.
That's
Gino,
you're worse than a
Gino,
LeBron fan, bro.
Gino.
That's crazy.
Am I wrong? You can tell.
Yeah.
I'm wrong?
Yes,
100%.
carrying means that Braun had no good moments, no nothing. He was just there.
Basically, by saying that Seth carried the match means basically Braun was literally there. He was dressing. He was like wallpaper.
Yeah.
I don't
Braun
mean
was
in
Braun,
that sense.
right? But,
Okay.
but when you use that term, that's how the fans are going to interpret your meaning.
Yeah.
Braun had his moments. He definitely had moments where he was the dominant factor
Right.
in the ring, where
Right.
he was where it looked like he was going to win.
Yes.
That
Right.
he was going to beat.
Right.
But it was the experience and it was the veteran skills
Yes.
of Seth that helped lead him to victory.
Yeah.
Now,
Right.
you can't say
Say
that Seth
carried
carried.
the
That means
match.
Braun basically did nothing.
So what's
Yeah.
the proper verbiage for that then?
Braun did his thing.
Because he's saying
and Seth-
everything. He knows what I mean.
No, we both
Right,
know what
but
you mean, but we're just
how
telling
you're
you.
saying it is just
All right.
can't say
So
it
how
that
do,
way.
so
That's
how do we
wild.
say that? So how do we say that?
Just say it was a great
It
match.
was a great. You could say it was a great match. Braun was effective. Braun was dominant at times.
He was everything.
Exactly,
Yes.
and it was the experience and the veteran know-how of Seth Rollins that ultimately led him to the
get
pay window
that
to get the
W.
W over
Can-
the young upstart.
Can we agree?
Yes, we all
That's
agree.
what you meant to say.
Wait,
Yes.
That's what you,
I didn't
if that's what you meant to say, we could agree.
We didn't even finish.
Oh, my bad.
Can we agree
Uh-huh.
that Seth though
Okay.
led him through the match?
No.
Both wrestlers
Yeah.
have to work off each other
Yeah.
in order for the match to progress to its ultimate crescendo
But-
at
but-
the end.
I don't
But
even
who-
know
but-
we could
but-
use
can't-
lead. I don't
but
know we
who-
could
yeah,
use lead.
You can't say lead.
But who's,
You
but
can't-
who's
you can't
following
say
who?
lead.
Seth
there
is not following
Yes, he
Braun.
is.
You got
Yeah,
to.
he
you got
is.
to. It's energy. It's back and forth.
It has to be. It has to have that tete-a-tete.
Yeah.
It has to have that.
Seth is not
Braun's going to
following.
do this. Yeah.
You know what it is? It
It
depends. It depends how we see and how you
what's he
see
good?
it. You know what I mean? Hold on. So that's all that is. But how many other matches?
That's
Because
fair.
we've been
That's
here
fair.
for a
That's
while.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
got
want
two more on the card.
That's fair. That's fair.
In
that's
my
fair,
humble
that's fair,
opinion-
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
A good match. I think this was probably the weakest match on the show,
Who's
but it was
that?
again a very good
EO.
match. Both guys are.
Damn, I was wrong.
Who's that?
Both guys
Talking about
are
Trick or
going.
anything. Come on.
Trick is the
Wait,
No,
wait,
it's
let me
Trick,
finish,
it's
let me
Trick
finish.
Williams successfully retaining the
Yo,
United
you
States
said
Championship
that was the weakest
against Ricky
match?
Saint. I just there was something between the two of them. I've seen them work before on
Yes.
SmackDown, and they just didn't. They were missing something. And I've even seen them work down in NXT.
Yeah.
There was just something just didn't click.
Nah,
right in
Trick-
the eyes.
Now tell me what he was missing. Tell me what could.
I
are
don't.
you
It was
okay?
just something that it was
Okay.
something with maybe how they called the match,
Mm-hmm.
or somebody's timing match. It was just it didn't have the same energy of matches I've seen from these two in the past, whether it was on SmackDown or or on NXT, whether it was a PLE or on the NXT brand itself. It was missing something. I couldn't put it on.
Trick
but it
is the
wasn't
best
one of
wrestler
their
right
crisper
now.
matches. Trick is definitely
He's the
up there.
best.
He's going to get his main event push. He
Oh, yeah, for
also
sure.
another future
No
world
debate.
champion.
Oh yeah, for
No
sure.
debate.
I don't doubt that. I would say if they do a quote unquote brand draft, he's going to wind up on Raw very soon, and then he will clearly.
he's with AEW.
No, he's talking about in the future. He's talking about the future.
he's talking about
and he's going to
Trick
Trick.
Williams.
The
Whip
one-
that
that do
trick.
the-
Whip that trick.
whoop that
Yes.
trick.
Yeah.
No, the other dude is better than him.
We're not talking about who's better right now. Hold on.
sorry,
wait.
And then
So-
I do see them sending Trick at some point in the next year or two to Raw to have that hype kind of energy on the main roster of Raw. And I definitely see him being an Intercontinental Champion. Maybe even a year or so down, he's going to win King of the Ring. And Trick
King
will be
of the
a
Ring?
world champion. Trick will be a world champion.
No,
whether
that's
it's
a
one
lot.
side or the
I,
other.
That's
I
strong.
like what you're saying,
That's
but
strong.
he already has a USA, so he's gonna go to a different brand and get the same title again.
Yeah, but you got to understand, as far as the prestige level goes, if you're going to rank them, you've got the 2 world championships,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then you got the IC and you got the US.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The US, the US
Look,
title is a stepping stone more for like the
Look,
IC title.
what I realized,
crazy. I
the
never knew that.
Intercontinental Champion is always like a interview for the
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely a
WWE.
prelude, a stepping stone.
It's always
to world
it's always
championships.
that. It's always
I
that.
can see Seth,
It's
I can
always
see
that.
Trick go when he goes to Raw. They'll make
Nah,
he'll be in the contender for a world title. He'll have the big win streak. Then they'll wind up in a feud with whoever has got the US IC title, and then he'll win that title.
But
and
with
then
who?
down the
Okay.
road he
No,
will.
we don't know. It's down the road.
Because
He's-
Obi.
No.
Obi.
We're just making up things.
Yeah. And
But
but what we were talking about earlier, Obi has the.
He has that world title match in his back pocket that he gets to cash in at some point. More than likely, I think he cashes that in probably right before Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
I don't know
we was
too
trying to
much
figure out-
about it.
we're gonna
Is
see
it
who's
Obi
Survivor.
and
Survivor
Trick
Series.
like
No.
Is it?
No.
They were in NXT. They were a crew.
No.
No, Oba. Yeah,
Oh.
no, Oba and Trick weren't crew. Trick and Carmelo used to be back in the
Okay,
day.
Carmelo.
But it was Oba. No, Oba. Oba rides the plains alone.
Nah,
Yeah.
Oba's gonna be a champ.
November
There's
28th
nothing
is
talking about.
Survivor Series.
But
Yeah,
which,
I think probably in September or October, he'll probably cash in his opportunity.
I feel like Oba's gonna be not the champ that Roman is, but the champ that Sami Zayn is.
That's why I think that's the
I
smartest.
feel like he's
that's
gonna
the
be.
smartest. But he's going to go after Roman because...
No, don't touch
listen,
Roman. Don't touch Roman.
Listen, reason why he's going to go
Don't
after
touch Roman.
is after WrestleMania. Remember when he did the interview at
He
the
called
post-show?
Roman out.
Don't
He
touch
called
Roman.
Then the
at
crowd
post-show.
fed. Then the crowd fed
Don't
after.
touch Roman.
So that's why.
You don't touch Roman.
No,
He's going after Roman.
he's going after Roman.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right. So, but not that. Hold on. I didn't get my opinion to that match.
Don't touch Roman. Don't touch Roman.
But to me, that match, you know what it is? To me, I feel the way you feel, but you could quote me if I'm wrong. It was like the build-up was not as entertaining.
Right,
who?
yeah, the build
Who?
up between Ricky and Trick was just it,
yeah.
it wasn't as good as
Nah,
it could
it
have
wasn't.
been.
It
they
wasn't.
just-
It wasn't.
I said I'm not saying it was a terrible match or
No.
a bad match. It was a
Yeah.
good match between the two
Yeah.
of them, but it was missing
Yes.
something.
And-
And I've said in the past on SmackDown they had a great one-on-one match which gave Ricky the position to become number one contender, which he wound up getting from Carmelo,
Yeah.
and even Trick and Ricky when they were down in NXT when he was challenged Trick with the NXT Championship. They had some great matches there.
Yes.
It's just and as you pointed out, the build just
Yeah.
wasn't right there. I think they kind of rushed that a little
Yes.
bit, which is probably why the build wasn't as good.
Yes, and
Yeah,
that's why
you
I think
don't-
it was
you
missing.
don't-
Because when
you
I
don't-
see
you
it,
don't.
because I watched the match, this match is good, but you just won the title and now he's fighting this. I'm like, this doesn't. I don't like it. I don't like
Yeah.
it. I didn't like it. And if we would have done the prediction show that day, I was gonna say Trick was gonna win.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
right. There was no
Trick?
doubt about that. Yeah.
Trick was gonna win.
Nah, man.
He won though.
Trick
Williams, that guy.
he is like crowd wise. So who's bigger, Trick or Jay?
We're not talking about those two niggas, but who's
We
bigger?
are. Why
If you're, hold on, I'm gonna answer your question.
Let's not use that word.
No,
Let's not use that word.
Hold on, I'm gonna answer
Let's
your
not
question.
use that word.
Who's bigger right now? Trick Williams.
Yeah, Trick's definitely bigger.
He's way
No
bigger.
bet.
We're talking about right
No
now.
bet.
We're not talking about a year or two
Between
ago.
my-
No.
as far
He
as
came out.
popularity wound.
This
No.
my camera. No bet.
All right.
Trick Williams is not bigger than Jey Uso.
Right now, not ever. We're talking about right now. That's what we're talking. Right now.
I seen the stadium
Yeah, but when 2 years ago?
last year. I seen the
we're
stadium.
We're talking about today though. Trick is bigger today.
No,
Alright.
no,
It's my,
no.
Let's talk about the
No.
Queen of the Ring. Let's crown ourselves a Queen of the Ring and a new #1 contender for either the Women's World
I love
Heavyweight
that.
Championship
Great
or the
pivot.
WWE Championship. And it was Io Sky, the genius of the Sky, defeating Liv Morgan to earn the crown and call herself now Queen
Of
of
the
the
Ring.
Sky.
I'm tired of Liv Morgan. Honestly, I'm tired of her.
The
I'm tired of her.
I think, again, this is one of those matches that was kind of a foregone conclusion that Liv was not going to win and that Io was going to win and become Queen of the Ring. And again, foregone conclusion, subsequently turned around and challenged Liv. I'm glad that they didn't even, drag our heels and waste our time. She challenged her on the spot.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was on Liv's way to the ring, she interrupts Danhausen and gets cursed by Danhausen, making it even more painfully obvious that Liv was going to win.
Right.
I would have rather that be a backstage segment before the show, pre-taped, or even on SmackDown,
That makes sense.
just
Okay.
for shits and giggles, because
Yeah.
the Judgment Day was hanging out and wanted to fuck with Danhausen. But I thought it was a very good match.
yes.
I thought it was a very good match. Liv hit all of her spots that she needed to. Io hit all of hers, but I love that they have given this new wrinkle to Liv, where she suddenly now has a submission finisher, where she goes after the legs. That's what she did, and how she advanced to the finals by beating Charlotte, and has that single leg Boston Crab as a finisher.
Yeah, that's what
she
it's
did the
called.
same thing to Io. Smart strategy there, because obviously Io's likes the high flyer. She's very quick, very agile. You want to ground that type of wrestler. She went after her knee, and she worked on the knee, on the ligaments very well. Hit her finisher, hit that Boston Crab several times to try to work it over. But in the end, Io found a way to counter, hit the over the moonsault, and secure the victory and her crown. And has already publicly challenged, and it is confirmed for SummerSlam. Liv Morgan defends the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, Women's World Championship, I should just call it as, against Io Sky.
Yeah. Nah, that match, I liked the match. It was good. I was entertained. That's shocking. I watched every match. Okay. But usually something I'm just watch the highlights. But no, I watched that whole match and I was like, yo, this is amazing. I did go to the bathroom. I was like, nah, I'm finally going to use the bathroom. But but that match, honestly, it was a very good match. I was watching, they had like a prediction. It was Big E, Rosenberg, and the guy that does, I think, Raw, the announcer.
Oh, yeah.
The new guy, the newer one.
Yeah.
And Rosenberg said, he was like, they're going to exchange one title. And I was like, and I said, and then the Danhausen thing, and I said, you know what? There was like this 2% chance that I thought that Liv was going to win and she's going to be like Becky 2-time with the 2 titles.
Well, that was the storyline with her being in this tournament.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I think she might do it. There was that 2% chance, 98%. I was like, Io's going to win.
Yeah.
So, but it was still a good match nonetheless. Shouts out to them putting up a performance. And, Liv is from Jersey, so I had to root for her. But I knew Io was going to win that match. Shouts out to them performing that shit.
Now let's talk about our main event. Now, if you've watched the podcast before, you know that I have already
watched, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Gone on record as saying that Sami Zayn would be the WWE champion, but that was supposed to be
Sami
next
Zayn?
year. I expected Sami to win. I said he was going to either win the Rumble or win Elimination Chamber, so that he would then go to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania 43 and challenge for the WWE Championship and be successful in winning it. Holy shit. WWE pulled the trigger. Sami Zayn pulls off the upset in a 3-way triple threat match, defeating Gunther and the defending reigning WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Oh, shit.
In a
Nigga got the shirt on.
Shocking
That's why
upset.
he did it?
Well, I did it because I'm a little red, white, and blue, too.
Oh, okay.
I got the red, white, and blue because it's 4th of July weekend. But listen, I thought it was a great match put on by all 3 men.
Yes.
The guys knew when to split it up and have it just one-on-one in the ring, when to come in and counter this pin, counter that pin.
Chemistry.
And listen, when I'm watching the match and I see Cody in the corner, Sammy set up in the other corner, and he's running in for the haluva kick, and then off camera, here comes Gunther putting the sleeper on. I'm like, here's the end.
Yeah.
He's going to send Sammy to the floor. Cody's going to wind up hitting a crossroads and a Cody cutter and another crossroads and retain the title. God damn it. I was not looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Cody subsequently comes in, hits the double crossroads on both Sammy and Gunther. Gunther hitting, powdering out to the floor. Cody continuing to hold on to the inverted face lock. Goes for the second Cody cutter. Sammy with the counter of all counters hits the roll up. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness! Like you could see, like there's sometimes I wonder if the announcers aren't told the finisher sometimes, so that their reaction could be genuine. I know that when I was when I worked commentary on the Indies for a couple of shows, I wanted to know who was fighting.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know the finish on certain matches, especially if they were title matches. Other matches, I want to know, and I made sure to build that up. But for title matches, if I knew a championship was going to possibly change hands, I didn't want to know in advance. I wanted my reaction to the audience watching the DVD back later on to be as genuine as possible, and to hear Michael Cole absolutely losing his mind on commentary makes me kind of wonder. Were they not told in advance? Part of me thinks more than likely they probably were, and he just emphasized the absolute shit.
For sure.
Sammy can now join the club. He is a Grand Slam champion.
What?
He is the WWE. Yeah, Sammy's been IC.
Yeah.
He's been United States
Tag.
World Tag, and now WWE champion.
Wow, shouts out to
Sammy
him, man.
joins the and I love how they have been marketing him as champion. Just to be that asshole tweener character he's playing right now. They see him driving on the road, some cool music, whatever the song was, riding with my buddy, and the camera pans wide, and there's the championship belt sitting past the passenger seat.
Yeah.
They showed him in a park with his son, pushing his son on the swing. After the fourth push, he starts walking off camera. The camera pans over, there's the belt strapped to his swing, and he's pushing the belt. It is absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
I love how they've been marketing this. I think it's a lot of fun what they're doing with Sammy right now. And listen, Sammy's earned it. He has busted his ass.
Yes.
He's been in the WWE system a very long time. They kind of had a similar storyline when he was down in NXT challenging Neville for the NXT Championship, that Sammy couldn't win the big one. That was the running joke, the running idea.
And he didn't want to turn heel.
NXT.
He didn't want to turn heel.
And ultimately,
to win it.
He did it. He won the NXT Championship and then turned right around and got stomped by his best friend Kevin Owens. So I look forward to seeing what they do with Sammy. I don't listen, as much as I am a big Sami Zayn fan, I don't see him having a long reign. I think he's already signed to face Cody Rhodes in a return match this Monday on Raw from Chicago. I expect Sammy to retain. I expect there more than likely to be the return of CM Punk. And more than likely, either we're going to get a one-on-one leading up to SummerSlam between between Cody and CM Punk to determine who the number one contender is to face Sammy, or we get a triple threat match at SummerSlam between Sammy defending against Cody and Punk, and Sammy retaining the title. I would give Sammy maybe another month or two. So figure September, October. If he's going to lose it, it'll be then. But to who?
No one knows.
We don't know just yet.
Shit.
Depends on who's up and coming on SmackDown.
Shit.
Gentlemen, your thoughts?
Now, I'm going to go real quick. We already know that match. To me, I felt very numb to that match. I was just like, one, like I said, Rosenberg said somebody's going to lose the title. So I already knew somebody was going to win.
Right.
He said the 4 titles, one of them was going to be exchanged. So I was like, all right, Cody's going to lose tonight. Reason why I'm saying I was a little numb, because I was like, Gunther's probably going to win. Because like I said, you predicted Sammy to win next year. So I'm looking like, yeah, Sammy's not going to win today. So I was like, but the match was so amazing. And remember you said something about how, off camera, certain things, like it was so funny when they were, Sammy and Cody was on the table. you seen Gunther keep turning his head like, all right, I'm supposed to be knocked out, but I want to see this. So you see him open his eyes looking at this shit live. I'm like, nigga, go look at the teleprompter. I was like, oh, it's not there. He just kept turning his head like, yeah, I want to see this shit live.
Yeah, there's a moment when it was Sammy and Gunther in the ring, and the camera is at the bottom of the post, so you can kind of see the broadcast table, and you see Cody kind of peeking his head over. Because mainly you see that happen when guys are trying to watch for the spot.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. He's gonna do this. This is when I come in. So, but yeah, no, it was definitely fun to watch. It was the internet and the locker room reaction to Sammy winning the WWE Championship has just been spectacular. I watched. There's a YouTube channel called Streamer Reacts.
Well deserved.
And all of these streamers who talk wrestling and follow wrestling and do live reactions all had the same bewildered and dumbfounded looks on their faces when Sammy scored the 3, and it's great to see, and I look forward to seeing what they do with Sammy's character going forward after he drops the title.
You already
He's
going
to
too
drop
far.
it.
He's going to drop it, but you're going too far
we know
already.
Cody's going to retain,
and that was my thing too. So I seen this little post. I don't know how true this is. Around this time, they said the underdog won the championship. This, I guess, when Rey Mysterio won it, when the spinner title was there. Then him and John Cena speak or whatever, and then John wins the title. Now they're saying that this is the same thing they have. It's like the Golden Boy. Now Sammy's the Golden Boy, and guess what? He's facing Cody tomorrow.
Right.
So they're saying that he might lose.
Nah,
it's the underdog winning. Then the Golden Boy comes, and then the Golden Boy wins the title. I'm not saying it's true, but this is what I've seen. You know what I mean?
Sorry,
That's all that is.
I might be wrong, but I don't see it. Personally, it's just me.
I don't see it either. I'm just showing. Sometimes some people
internet.
just go off the past. Like, I seen this before. Is it going to happen again? Right. But your reaction to that match, though? Did you watch the match?
To what song?
To the match, the Cody versus Gunther and
honestly,
Sami Zayn.
I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even watch that match.
Okay.
I didn't even watch.
So
it.
you don't
I
gotta
ain't
give
gonna
an
sit
opinion.
here, and I ain't gonna lie like I did. I did not watch that.
Okay, but it was trust me, it was a good
But
match.
the Seth Rollins match?
This nigga-
But that motherfucker,
My
he
bad.
watched. He definitely watched that motherfucker.
That was the only one he watched.
My bad.
Was that the one on ESPN one?
Seth is.
I think that was the first match.
That was the
Seth?
opening match on the
Okay, that was the
pay-per-view.
first match.
Both King and Queen were the free matches on ESPN.
Seth
Okay, you got it.
is
You're right.
the guy.
I feel you. I don't got
Seth is the best wrestler right now in WWE universe.
That's crazy.
There's nobody better than Seth right now.
Stop.
Nobody.
Can you fight against that?
No.
Pound for pound in the company as a whole between both brands, Seth right now is the man, leaps and bounds.
Seth is the man.
There's nobody on the roster with his moveset.
Nobody can mess with
There's just really nobody. I mean, the only person who could
Trick.
get close to his moveset would be Johnny Gargano. Just because
Johnny?
Johnny Gargano has a great wrestling repertoire. He's got a great moveset.
Yes.
I listen. I love what Johnny's doing. He shows up. He lies down at the table. They film some videos with him, and he goes to fuck home, and he's making ridiculous money.
Easy money.
I hope but I do hope they do something good with Johnny soon. I'm a big Gargano fan.
Yeah.
But it's just absolutely crazy that he just basically shows up, lies down at the table, films some segments, and goes home.
That's it.
Yeah, because it's wasted time.
Then maybe works the dark match before or after the show.
That's what he probably does. Dark match.
More than likely, yeah. Like he'll do a main event taping match or something like that.
So
And look, I don't mean to startle anybody, but I just want to speak my piece.
about
Seth. That's all I want to say.
Yep.
okay.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Now hold on.
That's it.
Now let's before we get up out of here. This Danhausen guy. You were wrong about who he was going to bring out when it was WrestleMania. Then he brought all the.
I was all the way wrong.
Oh no, I'm talking about John.
Oh no, yeah. We
was
speculated
wrong
it was
about
somebody.
that.
It was going to be possibly Punk, and it was just.
Don't say we. You expected.
I thought it was Jericho. I thought it was Jericho.
Because Jericho hadn't re-signed
He
with
does
with
the
AEW
codes
yet.
and he does all the. Chris Jericho's always like in codes, like that's him. Like
Okay.
yeah. So
I
thought it was
there was a lot of speculation going into that he was going to bring on CM Punk in Danhausen makeup, because it had happened before in AEW where he was Punkhausen, but obviously that didn't happen. There is rumors that the former King of the Ring, Baron Corbin, is due to possibly return to WWE, and if he does, it is rumored that his return would be as the clone character of Danhausen that we see always backstage in that giant box. So we'll see what happens. But there is definitely strong rumors that Baron Corbin is on his way back to WWE. Whether he's the clone of Danhausen or not, waits to be seen. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
What happens.
But other than that, I think that is.
I think we might as well talk. We'll just talk very briefly on the major story breaking out. WWE superstar Sheamus has opted to not
I heard about that. Resign, right?
Resign with WWE under the new negotiated contract with TKO.
I heard about that.
And it appears that he will no longer be with the company. If you go on his Twitter account right now, he is no longer listed himself as Sheamus. He lists himself under his actual given government name. All references to WWE and like his bio on Twitter no longer listed. So whether it's, I mean, since we started the stream, it could have been released that he's been released.
Yeah.
Who knows? But more than likely, I believe he's only got like a month, maybe 2 months on his contract left. And I think they're probably, if they are, they're going to release him so that he's then got to sit the full 90 days so that he doesn't sit for 2 months and then has that third month free to go sign with anybody or obviously AEW. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was the major news that was breaking as we were setting up and getting ready for this podcast. So, next time we come on, we'll hopefully have some more news. Obviously,
we'll have
Sheamus,
the news
and then we'll figure it out from there.
What's the next event? SummerSlam is next?
So we've got...
it's been a pleasure.
Between now and then, we actually do have Saturday night's main event on July 18th from Madison Square Garden. No matches have been talked about or announced yet, but that would be one of our next big events. And then I believe AEW's got a show in July. I'd have to double check. If not, their next major show will be All In at the end of August. So you've got SummerSlam August 1st and 2nd from the great state of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yep. And then you've got All In London from Wembley Stadium on August the 30th. Make sure you all take a nap before the show starts because that bitch gonna be long. But the funny thing is, because it's in Wembley and it'll be in England, more than likely that'll be an afternoon show here in the States. So that'll be probably like a 3 o'clock. No, I think it's a 5-hour difference. That'll be a 2 o'clock start here in the States. Yeah. And 3 p.m. Being the main show. Yeah. Because it's like a 5-hour difference. So 3 o'clock here would be
8.
Oh, 8. So 8. You know, 8 hours difference. So that would be earlier than that.
Yeah. So we'll
figure it out.
We'll figure that out.
That's what Twitter's for and Google's for.
Google is Googleable. But man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate y'all being here.
Yes.
And B, are you coming back? You know the invitation is
man,
there.
As long as I invite me, man. You know I'm here. I love to talk wrestling. We ain't never named your 3 ladder matches, but that's a different topic for another day.
The horse is dead. He said, I'm going to kick it a
I'm
little
just
more.
saying, though.
He
We ain't
said
never do
the
it.
corpse is rotten.
But my last words, all I'm going to say is Seth freaking Rollins. All right. That's all I'm going to say.
Jay, I appreciate you. We know you pulling back up.
No problem, of course.
So, this is why I say Jey Uso is not as big as Trick Williams because he has a new slogan that he stole from
Headshot. Bah.
Yeah, I don't miss. He stole that from what's his name? So
a few people, including Kenny Omega.
So I still love Jay. That's still my guy. But we're gonna see what Roman's gonna do to him tomorrow on WWE.
We're gonna see.
Wow. We have a good one. I appreciate y'all. We out here.
4 letters.
One word.
Yeet. I be doing the most. Bad bitch, all of my goals. Flooded both my wrists. Yeah, nigga, I do the most. Put some bread on your head, nigga. Killers gon' have a toast. I be doing the most. Yeah, I be doing the most.